I still remain Akpabio. I need if she have incriminated evidence that can nail Akpabio, she should please bring it forward. She should please. I'm begging her to please bring it forward. Now she's dragging foot on when to respond to this lady that is coming to her, that is coming for her, bringing evidence. I will not if Natasha have 50% of what this lady is brandishing against Natasha, if she has 20% of it against Akpabio, with the way she has been moving, she would have released it long time ago. And I don't want to believe Madam Obi is a gullible person. No. I might not want to buy the idea that she was paid 200 million. I will not want to buy that idea. But I believe she is also part of the grand scheme. Oh, this to her, she sees it more of an opportunity to deal with, to act as an opposition. And she bought into it. I don't want to. So it's not everything that this Mbeke say that I'm going to take. You know, it's not everything that, but like I said, I think our people should begin to learn from this. This is not a fight for Nigeria. It is Natasha's fight. And the whole thing is making sense. It has nothing to do with sexual harassment. It is the appointment that was taken away from her. And she was angry, she was bitter. Some of us followed this story. Some of us followed the genesis of this story. When the sexual harassment came in, it came in after it has been confirmed that she's going to be disciplined. So the sexual harassment came as a defense. And that was why I have an issue from the get-go. You cannot have someone commit such a grievous offense against you and you keep it somewhere to use as a defense. Then something is wrong. Then you are a manipulative person. You are a mischievous human being. That is where I have an issue. I will not take it from anybody. I will not. So thank God it's coming out. And to me, we've not seen it. We've not seen the end of it. I need Natasha to come and, just like the way we are dragging Akpabio to come and clear his name. Oh yeah, Natasha, to come and clear your name. Since we want to wire our brain now, so I can just accuse anybody and ask the person to go and defend themselves, because that is the way Nigerians are thinking now. I can just sleep and wake up and cook a story against Mr. Incredible, and I'll go and say, hey, if you think I'm lying, sue me. Yes, I'll cook a story against you, and I'll say, oh, if you think I'm lying, sue me. And when you sue me, I begin to look for pity party sentiment. He's using because he's richer than me and he wants to bully me. Because that is the way the mindset of our young people are being programmed to think now. You just sleep, wake up, cook up an allegation, and ask the person to come and defend themselves. So we are in fact, the rate at which we are moving away from that ideology of he who allege must prove is something that is baffling to me. Spaces upon spaces, the Senate president should step aside. Oh, he should resign. Even sane mind, people are held in high esteem, are also buying into this idea. And I was like, what is wrong with these people? Are we falling for this populist ideology so bad? Again, I'm not a fan of Akpabio. It's not his politics, his personality. I have my reasons. I think I gave a hint on additional space. I am not his fan. As far as his personality is concerned, I'm not his fan. I have some people that I like their music, I don't like their personality. Yeah, I have people I love their craft, I don't like their personality. I cannot see them as a role model. I cannot ask my child or my family to tailor their way after them. But okay, in what you are doing, you are a success. Oh, kudos, I'll clap for you and I'll celebrate you for that. I am not a bitter person. You understand? But in the midst of all this, we should not give room. We should not allow mischievous characters to have their way. If you follow that story from the onset, what happened to Natasha on that floor? Natasha was not the first person to confront the Senate president as a woman. We remember the back and forth between the Senate president and Senator Ereti Kingibe. It was heated. The woman fired at the Senate president. Never did she come out with any agenda or any narrative to smear or whatever. She stayed on the topic. Natasha did her part. Oh, she saw that it has been moved to ethics. Oh, suspension is coming. She moved to arise. There, rape, sexual harassment allegation took the floor, and the whole narrative changes. And sane Nigerians, intelligent Nigerians that I highly respect, that I see are future leaders of tomorrow, storm the streets. They threw caution in the wind. And when you try to say, you guys see the voice of reason, they will shut you down, they will blackmail you, they will gaslight you. What is going on here? Now she has met a match in Ngbeke. Yoruba will say Ojure Ironre. That's why I'm not even celebrating whatever Ngbeke is doing. But the only difference between our own and Ngbeke now is that Ngbeke is showing evidences. She's showing us voice notes. We can begin to argue the voice notes of whether that voice note is Natasha's voice or not. We can begin to say, let's go for forensic analysis. But before we told that part, let's ask ourselves, if Natasha shows something similar to that, will we ask the same question? We need to be very careful in this country. We need to be very, very careful in this country. Or else we'll continue to fall victims of demagogues. And that is why characters will continue to elect dubious characters as politicians, and will come tomorrow and blame politicians. Instead, it's our own sense of judgment that something is wrong with. Because we are so gullible, we are so sentimental, we are so emotionally biased that we can't read between the lines. And we elect a failed politician today. We come, our politicians are failed, our leaders are this. And we are not asking ourselves, what is wrong with our sense of judgment? What is wrong with our sense of judgment? Like I said, for now, let the battle begin between Natasha and Ngbeke. Why Akpabio we take the back seats and be watching them. To me, I don't think he's off the hook yet. Because like I said, I have my own personal issue with the man. But I hate mischievous. I saw mischievousness in Natasha. This man has been accused of this. Let me just use it. People can do that now. It is normal now. We have people that are serving jail time for rape allegation. We have the case of Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo. So tomorrow now, somebody can just cook up a story and hang it on Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo. And we say, because he had an antecedent, let's not even bother to investigate. Because that is what we are doing with Akpabio. We need to be very, very careful. People will say, for Oshiru Araewu, it might not be Akpabio. Akpabio has everything to defend himself. I don't have to defend Akpabio. Nobody have to. But what if it happens to somebody that does not have the resources to defend themselves? We need to be very, very careful. Until then, let Natasha go and sort herself out. Since the people that are pushing Akpabio to clear his name, let Natasha to go and sort herself out with Ngbeke. She has said she will reply in few. Like I said, I'm not celebrating any of them yet. I am watching like a bat in the words of Oshoku. I am watching like a bat. Ojure Ironre. Thank you, Mazi. Once again, Mr. Ahmed, please. Mr. KB is not like that. He was just trying to get something
not
from you.
Not the gaslight us. The guy is like that. When he's come, I've engaged him a lot of times on this Natasha issue. He has always been like that. Looking for who is paid or who is not paid. But you have a strong opinion against Akpabio. You have a very serious, strong opinion, as if that Akpabio has steal your wife before, as if that Akpabio has steal your this girlfriend before. These are the thing you are requesting for Akpabio to do. Why are you not requesting for Natasha as well to do? Natasha have taken every case surrounding this matter to court, except this sexual allegation case.
No, Mazi, what I'm saying is, don't put him and Big Daddy in the same box, because I have seen him tore Big Daddy to shred. I have seen KB go after Big Daddy, and in fact, he go after his jugular and he tore him to pieces. You understand?
So please don't put them when he was supporting Big Daddy, on this space, supporting literally everything Big Daddy is saying. How do you want me to do that? On this case, I'm going to put KB and see. Let us learn to separate topic. We are discussing Natasha now. He's with Big Daddy 100%. I'm not going to separate them. So I didn't know why you should do that.
No, that's what in speaking. See,
In this case, I'm
he
not
was
going to
engaging
separate.
Mr.
I'm not going
Ahmed.
to separate KB and Big Daddy in this case. I'm sorry. In this Natasha case and Pabio, I'm not going to separate Big Daddy. What Big Daddy says is what KB is saying. There's no need to separating them. How will I do that? How will I do that? No. I'm not going to do that.
Let me separate you and Kumaya. Let me separate you and Kumaya. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I pray that you all have a wonderful and great weekend. See, Mr. Daniel tried talking to why I actually came up, but he started the conversation, so I will complete it. There is a disturbing pattern now on not just X, even in real life, because in the office where I speak with some Nigerians, and when they say what they say or believe what they believe, sometimes I'm like, man, I don't pray to be Tinubu at this moment. I don't pray to be Tinubu at this moment, because I will tell you why I said so, and that's the crux around what I will talk about. So now, it's okay to have beliefs and to what's the word? To dissect every issue based on your beliefs. But that belief must not be based on it. So when you dissect everything, you say, okay, because I ate Magzi. When Magzi comes with proof, it is a lie. When somebody comes to talk against Magzi, even without proof, they are telling the truth. Then you are a terrible person. But yes, you can have your ideologies based on your party affiliate, and they'll say, oh, you're defending your party. And it's not a function of it. It's just a function of what you believe in. That no, because APC is for progress, is for this, is for that, is for that. Everything should come out this way. But in this, your beliefs, you must be consistent. Now, I will go to what I mean. I'm going to bring another issue. I will start with Senator Natasha. Then I'll bring another issue just to buttress my points. And you'll see the way Nigerians move now, generally. So, Natasha came and said, okay, Apabio did this, that. Everybody threw away every other thinking around that. Number one, you were sexually harassed. At the point you were sexually harassed, you did not say no. You did not object. You did not say, no, don't do this again in your life. You did not make a fuse. You did not even tell your husband. You did not tell your friends. You did not do anything. It took you 2 years when the person offended you. Supposedly, for you to now say, he sexually harassed me or something you accepted or you allowed some years back. Nobody looked at that pattern. But because, this was said against the Senate president, we don't like this government. The Senate president must go. Do you understand? That's one. Look at this recent case of Sheyi Tinubu's son. Somebody came out, and I'm not saying all of these are not true. I'm just saying that people just come out, talk, because you don't like the president and his government. You just run with that narrative that, Sheyi Tinubu, he threw somebody. I heard it here first on Mazi's page yesterday, but I didn't even understand the substance until I started seeing the news. Sheyi Tinubu's son beat up somebody, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Without, now let's assume that that's the way you see things. In Prof's case now, you are now analyzing. You are bringing your analytical cap because it is pro the government. Now, Prof is even bringing evidence to show that, yes, can you see, this Natasha's phone number? She sent me voice notes. You're now analyzing that Prof is paid, is not. Are you okay? At least be consistent. That, anything I see, I believe it first until it is proven wrong. Let that be your position, your mantra, your whatever. And I will not have a problem with you. But I have a problem with people that base their acceptance, their submission, their whatever, based on it. You are a terrible person. So I am seeing that a lot now. It was, I mean, there was a colleague of mine yesterday that spoke about this shit in Ogun, and I said, see, I know you hate the president, but don't propagate falsehood. At least the Bible will tell you that, I mean, doing that, we are wrong. The man was angry at me. What do I mean? And I said, see, you have not seen proof that Sheyi Tinubu actually did what he did. Annoying hands and the Robodion that is always around that, what's it called? And I don't want to say this has been turned political because I don't know either. Then you run with that and he started sharing it to everybody that he knows. He shared it to me, this, that. I said, you are just propagating either falsehood or you are called, what do they call my boy in English? Anybody that understands English, you are a gossiper. Do you understand? The man got angry at me that I said, see, all this thing that you are doing is not because of your love for Nigeria. It's because of your hate for the person that is leading. And this is the same thing we see every day on social media. It's. You hate the person, so you hate Nigeria. You hate the government, so Nigeria must run down. You hate the government, you must blackmail Nigeria. You hate the government, nothing Nigeria does is okay. You hate the government, all the positives are fictive. I mean, they are doctored. All the negatives are right. You hate the government, all the news that is bad, you accept. All the good news, you discard. You hate it is too much. And now we are living a life of hate. And see, it's going to affect even our own mindset, affect our hearts if we don't change fast. Your reasoning, a lot of people's reasoning is being affected. So, people will do some things and, you will compare them to, I have heard this person before. I'm hearing him now. What's happening? So you see me now. I just give time. I just go off X because all I'm saying is not even people trying to enlighten you. It's not people trying to bring news that you don't know to you. It's people just trying to propagate hatred. If it's against regions, if it's against the government, just hate. That's all. Against Nigeria, that's the worst. But I know that one day we will all heal of this hate and we will come together and think sensibly on how to move this country forward. But enough is enough. People should calm down and you should start calling such people out. What is this your ideology based on? I mean, this your position you've taken. What is it based on? Is it because you think in a certain way? Is it because you are an affiliate of a political party? Or is it just for eight of the... And I'm saying some notable people. I don't know when that hatred started, but I know when all these I mean, I don't even know the right word to classify.
I know you will use that word. I know you're a professor. You will use that word.
So let us just know what drives us, and let's know what drives us, and let's think Nigerian first.
So,
And it's
Prof,
just
how about those people who genuinely think that this matter should be nailed, so we know who is who, and this lady is allegedly now calling them gullible or hungry. How about them? How would they feel now if they have conscience? I mean, their integrity, can they be able to come out and say, we are sorry, we didn't know? If this thing is going to be proven to be um, um, let's say it's going to be proven to be right that Natasha actually spoke with Mbeke. Can those people who defended and insulted people for saying, can we wait, or can Natasha bring proof? Can those people be able to come out and say, we are sorry to Nigerians? Or how will they feel now, knowing that the person
Mazi,
that they are
you have
defending
too much high hopes.
are calling them
Mazi, you
gullible?
have too much high hopes, I beg. Nobody's going to come and apologize to you. In fact, what I suspect will happen is that no matter how much you prove this, people will continue to double down rather than admit that they are wrong. Their pride will kick in and they will continue to
So,
reinforce
Mr.
that their
Ahmed,
position.
Mr. Ahmed, I mean, some people will apologize. Some people's analogy is just on the support for women. Those people, like we said, what is your ideology? Some people are just supporting her because she's a woman, that no support for woman, justice for her. And some people is hatred, genuine hatred. Those ones, until you heal or cure that hatred
Wait,
in them.
I get it. I get what you're saying. Those who are supported because she's a woman. I've seen comments of people who have listened to a 1 hour video backed up with verifiable evidence. They are still attacking Professor Mbeke. Why is a woman doing this? It's always women that are always after women. Why should a woman be the one exposing Natasha? Why should they've forgotten the conversation about the truth, which is important. It's now a case of women should support women. So that's what I'm saying, that I don't have any expectation of anybody apologizing to anybody. Okay, so
No,
maybe
you
people
should
who
not
have
even have that.
standing
You
in
should not
public.
have that expectation. But I'm just saying, don't throw it off. Some people will say, "Oh, sorry, I mean, I was gullible," and the
Well,
right
yeah,
word
you're
is
right. I think that somebody, Regina Askia, the former Nollywood beauty queen and Nollywood actress, has come out to apologize to the Senate president because she carried that matter on her head. You know, he was insulting the Senate president up and down everywhere, rubbishing his name. After listening to Bosan Beke, who I think she has a very good relationship with, and she knows very, very well the credibility of that woman. She came out.
I'm going to do this. There's this clip I want to post as well, where Natasha was speaking, allegedly speaking to Mbeke about the lady that was murdered in Akwa Ibom. Yes, a lady from Akwa Ibom that was murdered in 2021. That on how her organ was harvested by allegedly by Senate President, right? As of now, Senate President Akpabio. I'm going to post the video. Maybe you, so that everyone on this space should do maybe analyze the video and know whether it's AI generated video or actually a call conversation. I'm going to post that video now. I'm just saying this because I think we should know who is who. I think we should, when we
that's
are
it.
talking
That's it.
about fighting for freedom, we should know the people that we are that are fighting for freedom for Nigerians. I've been the one saying Natasha is not fighting for any average Nigerians. Natasha is fighting for her ego. Maybe for people who send her. I didn't know. Yeah, go ahead, Prof.
Okay, so I mean, I'm actually focused on those that the only reason they are for or against is because of hate for the other person. Those are the people I am. Some people will just throw logic. I mean, let's leave logic. Some people will throw their beliefs, their senses off the hook because it is a matter that concerns the person they hate. That's my own biggest concern. It's not even about the parties you support. My biggest concern is that. So I need people. I need people to think beyond hatred and just analyze things holistically. See, people are coming out to tell me now that, oh, that video is AI. What happened to your senses that some people can even be doing costume and they will come out, somebody beats me? So consistency must also show in whatever you do. If you can believe that Natasha coming out and just saying, yeah, this is what the person did without proof is okay, then somebody giving you proofs of what Natasha has done is very, 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 very okay. I'm pretending it is AI or not. Do you understand? It is very, very okay. But when you start daring, flip-flopping, then you have become abandoned disc. And that's why the woman classified them. Those people are gullible and hungry. Now, I'm not saying everybody doing it is gullible and hungry, but at least gullible or hungry. No, or and hungry. Do you understand? It's either you are just gullible. I mean, she has classified you. It's either you are just hungry and that's why you hate the government. No problem. She has classified you. It's either, and you can just be both. You can just be both. Don't die in the walls of these politicians. I mean, I remembered always saying it during election. Don't die in their walls. They will always speak for their own interest first, their own interest second, their own interest third, their own interest fourth, their own interest fifth, like 10. Maybe when they get to 11, if you are still counting, they will not speak for their villagers. I mean, their constituent people. Then the next one will be for the people in their village. Then the next one will be for their tribe. Then the next one will be for Nigerians. But before you get there, that they will be speaking for Nigeria, then that person is unmatched. Before you get to seeing a politician that will speak solely for Nigerians first, that person is unmatched. So for now, I just want people to be much more analytical. than just moving with hatred. You see, that hatred will consume you first, then it will consume all the people around you. And that's where we don't want to be. Sincerely, that is where we don't want to be as a nation. Once we are there, then forget it. You will need some spiritual, all the religions will come together and do spiritual cleanse, maybe even more than spiritual cleansing for the country. But let's not get there. And Mazi, people might not come to say they are sorry, but I mean, a lot more people will come out and say they are sorry. Okay, oh, this is looking like I've been conned by a con artist. I'm sorry. Um, if I took all the people I fought with, I'm sorry. Do you understand? You will not get it from everybody, but yeah, some people will come out and apologize and even change their mind publicly. That, oh boy, I was for Natasha before, but with what I'm seeing, man, I rest my case. Is either I'm sitting on the fence or may God be with Senator Apabio. You know, people will come out and say it, and just be ready. Especially if that woman drops more of this thing she says she has. For me, Natasha does not have evidence, and that's why she has not dropped one iota of evidence, even a drop. This woman showed that she has evidences. She says she has dropped 20%. It is well.
He said
Anyway,
it's
thanks,
he said it's 7%, not 20. He said it's 7% of what she has.
7%.
He said it's 7% of what she has.
Professor, please, I'd like to ask you a question now.
You can go ahead. You can go ahead. Andrew.
Okay, just for me, I'm just asking, let me just be a devil's advocate, I want to ask, why do you think this woman is doing what she's doing? Or don't you think there's more to what we are saying? That's my question.
Okay, I will answer that question truthfully and correctly, but I'll ask you a question first. Now, why do you think Natasha is doing what she's doing? Don't you think there is more to it than meets the naked eyes?
Well, for me, as a politician that she is, I feel she's trying to, create. She was trying to make herself popular and get some level of sympathy from Nigerians. And again, she, as a woman, she feels if she continue in this strategy, she will get what she wants.
So do you think she's right or wrong? Then I'll answer you truthfully. What I feel.
Well, for me, I've always been very careful, in trying to, look at the particular card she's playing based on agenda and the accusation, especially on the issue of um, sexual harassment, because I have seen great men, put behind bar, because it is all over the world. They've used that gender thing to weaponize men, to destroy men, and so many years after they come back and say, "Oh, we are sorry." So, and even looking at a past record, it's caused for a lot of doubt. You with this guy Reno, you with the former governor, you with Dino Malaye. As in, there's something. As in, it's because I feel oh, it can't be only you now. What is it? So for me, I feel what she's doing. It's there's danger.
Okay. Thank you, Kuku. So I will answer you now. And I've deliberately asked you that question to actually understand the pattern. And if you feel, if you have this pattern of thinking, then you are right to actually
No,
ask.
sorry,
No, hold
Professor.
on, hold on,
This
hold on, hold
sorry,
on,
sorry,
hold on,
sorry, sorry,
Kuku. No,
sorry,
Kuku,
please
let me
hold on.
finish. Let me
It
finish.
is
No,
not me. This
let me
question,
land. You will
the
understand.
question
No,
I
let me
asked you,
land. You will understand why I
no, the
said so.
question I asked you
Hold
is not
on,
for
hold
me.
on, hold
I
on, Kuku. Hold on. Don't worry. I understand you said you wanted to play the devil's advocate, and I respect that. I'm saying that even because of the way you've spoken, it is okay to actually probe that woman's video also. It is very, very okay. And me also, I am taking that revelation and everything, not with my full heart and my full chest. I have taken it with a pinch of salt that there could be a form of motive. Either she's also being induced, maybe highest bidder. Do you understand? But now let me speak to what the woman said, at least to the little ahead. She said that she turned down her offer, and she now Natasha is against her. Do you understand? Natasha first deleted all the conversations so that she would have no evidence, but she had already, I mean, she had kept them somewhere. That's number one. She said she didn't like the pattern that she was also paying people and looking at who she is because of her integrity. Her integrity means a lot to her. Now, what made her come out with evidence was because Natasha said, I have never spoken to you before. I don't know you. We have not spoken. Do you understand? And he said, oh, really? We have not spoken. Then she, but at least the beginning of the video, that was how she started it. Then she started it with, okay, this is your number. Everybody's you. Is that Natasha's number? Which I don't think was right. But she showed that number. That somebody that has not spoken to me, we have WhatsApp messages. That, I mean, I have voice notes, and I recorded all our calls. So she came out to clarify and probably to prove her name, that this woman had spoken to me. Now, the motive behind that, she might have been paid. It might just be, I mean, that's one. I mean, it's an option, which I don't know. Or the second one might be because this woman cannot be damaging the image of Nigeria. Do you understand? She said she was trained by Americans, and integrity is their key word. Number one, integrity is their strongest currency. Do you understand? And that was why she's doing. So it could be one of those two things. Maybe because of her personal principles that no, you won't do this. Then secondly, it could be because somebody has induced that more. But she was. So again, that's where I put it. And I appreciate your question. Thanks, Kiko.
Okay, thank you. Let's have Polonium. Polonium, please go ahead. Speak. Is
Yeah,
Polonium here? Yeah,
Mazi,
good
thank
morning.
you. Morning, no, morning. I greet you, I greet everyone on the space. When this news, in fact, starting from when this woman's accusation came out on Arise TV, and all the things she said that day about Akpabio, after I heard the things she said, I found a lot of things that are very inconsistent with the basic principles, social principles of a right-thinking person. I'm one of those people who, fortunately, right, I was privileged to witness Akpabio's administration in our state as governor. Even when he was a commissioner before he rose to become the governor. And several things that this woman said there was not consistent. A lot of people know Akpabio now that he's in national politics. But some of us have been his follower, or some of us have known him much, much, much longer than that. And I sat down and I asked myself, I said, these things that this lady is saying is not consistent with who this man is. I do not like, I'm not a pro Akpabio's politics today, but I'm pro Akpabio because I have encountered the man when you encounter somebody in power, somebody who has had power, who has been in power for over 10 years, you can pinpoint several things that when you hear it about somebody, you can say, no, this one looks like Akpabio, or this one does not. So when this conversation came out, I was telling a lot of my my fellow obedience and non-obedience, because this dragging wasn't just done by obedience. There were many. You people know a certain influencer here who also dragged this man seriously. It was
I agree with you, brother. I agree with
it
you.
wasn't consistent. And I said to my people, let us allow this woman to bring evidence, because if it is accusation of corruption, me I no go defend Akpabio. Hey, if you say my guy is corrupt, I will walk away. But if you say he is harassing, sexual harassing, this man has been governor for 8 years, commissioner for 8 years. We didn't have instances where he did these things, even when he was the chief executive of the state. He had female commissioners, he had female PAs. These things did not happen. And then when you talk about sexual harassment, you paint a whole different picture about a man. You need to think about his family. This man has children. This man has girls. How do you think that his children are going to embrace this conversation about their father? Call Akpabio anything you want to call him. I've known the man, I've followed him. He's my senator. There are things you would mention and I'll walk away. But I said, this woman needs to bring evidence. Somebody like me, I said, okay, when I see the evidence, she talked about, okay, in the Arise interview, she said, okay, she went to Akpabio's house, Akpabio held her hand. And I said, that is very typical of my senator. That's the kind of person he is. He will welcome you into his home. He will sit with you. He will gist with you. People will think that both of you are best of friends. The best of friends. And I was one of those voices within my group who says, okay, madam, please bring your evidence, put it out there, let us join you and drag this man with sense. And a lot of my people called me names. Some are still calling me names. Well, I'm not going to leave the group. I'll take it like a man. But these revelations today, have put it out there that some of these things that we said is true. We demanded for evidence. And up till now, this Natasha has not been able to put out a justifiable evidence to, to support that this man sexually harassed her. Maybe she still has the evidence, she has not put it, but I've listened to the senator's lawyer who said they've written to her and they've not gotten a feedback. And we have seen somebody who had interactions with her putting out evidence. I had expected phone calls, recorded phone calls. I had expected screenshots, WhatsApp screenshots, all those things to justify that, listen, this man, and there's so much. But Mazi is still right, despite these revelations that have come out. For me, I would say I'm not yet satisfied. You know why? I want the court to deal with this matter and either, clear him or find him guilty. This matter is in the court. Let the court deal with it. When the court's case is settled and the Senate president is either found guilty or dismissed, then me, I will now respond to my people. But as it is, I'm still standing where I stood.
Polonial, your
Senator
menstruation
Natasha
is.
has not given me any evidence to
Polonial, your
support the
menstruation
fact.
is.
I know. Senator Natasha has not given me any evidence to prove that this man sexually harassed her. I'm still waiting for that evidence. And so I'm not going to celebrate. The revelations that Dr. Mbeke Professor Mbeke, pardon me, has put out there is right in a way, because Senator Natasha brought this issue to the court of public opinion and got her support, her sympathy support, in the court of social opinion, public opinion. So therefore, Prof has done the same thing. Let Nigerians discuss and continue to engage. But let me say this in conclusion, Mazi. I don't think it is fair, because when I feel very sad when people come up here and make this thing about a particular group and trying to antagonize Nigerians. It doesn't, and then you want to have a country that is better, you want to a country that is healed. You're doing the same thing. We can have these conversations on what it is without castigating people or insulting people or demonizing a particular group of Nigerians, just to score political points. This is not a political issue. Like I said, I'm here speaking on behalf of the Senate President, and I'm not a member of his political party. I'm speaking here for a man who has a family, who has children, because when you say a man has harassed you sexually and he have females, it's a complete different story. I feel for his children. His children live in a civilized society. When things like this come out, it can damage children. That is where my point is. And until Senator Natasha brings that evidence, nobody go believe her. Thank you, I yield.
Okay, thank you. Let's have a lady now.
I have
Dr.
I
Roya,
have a
please go ahead.
question. Sorry. Question for Polonium.
Okay. Question then we'll have Dr. Roya. I think she's a lady. Yeah.
Okay, so Polonium, just for clarity's sake, I hope you didn't think my submission was about obedience or anything. Just for clarity's sake, so please.
Prof, I don't attack individual. You're not the only people have come up here before you to make comments.
Okay, thank you.
And you when you were making your own, you need to be clear on where you stand so that people do not misjudge your comments.
Okay, no, thank you. No problem.
Yeah.
That's okay, because it was not about obedience. It was about people generally that make submissions based on hatred, either pro-government or against government, based on hatred. So anyway, bye. Thank you. I just needed that clear idea. Thanks, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's have Dr. Roya. Please go ahead.
Okay, Mazi, well done. Thank you for allowing me to speak. Hello, everybody, well done. Polonium, no, you're my guy on a normal day. I heard you loud and clear, but let me just say a few things very quickly on the reason why I came up to speak. One of the, I thank God you mentioned called a public opinion. So they both Natasha and this Professor Ngbeke lady, they're all, and even Akpabio himself, they're all now in the public eye. So public can judge, right? I don't know if you've seen what's trending this morning, that around the 46 to 47 minute of her live broadcast, she put up her phone, the Ngbeke lady, to want to show us what happened, maybe whatever on her phone. And she made a comment and said she does not even know the Senate president. She said the reason she's doing it because of justice, because of fairness. She's been accused previously and she knows how she was pained. People commit suicide for being accused wrongly. So it's very, very wrong to accuse people wrongly. She's coming out for justice and integrity and all the works. But she carried her phone around 46. Please look out for the video. Anybody who can find it. I think I shared one on my timeline too. You can just check. Around 46, 47 minutes, her phone showed Senator Akpabio SP missed call. It showed Akpabio wanting group. Akpabio, so there were several, about 3 Akpabio on her phone call log. And she used the very statement to say she does not even know the Senate president. Now, if you don't know him, if he called you because of this issue, you have a number. But now it is saved on your phone as Akpabio SP. We are in the court of public opinion. One of the things that discountenances or destroys a witness's testimony is when there's some question about the integrity of that witness. Natasha, you can say she has her own bid. I agree. But let's talk about this Ngbeke who just came up yesterday or whichever day she came up. There's serious lack of integrity because that was the only people that were making videos about it. Go on TikTok, go on YouTube. They're making videos already. You say that you do not know the president. You don't know the Senate president. Sorry, I hope my phone did not tweet. I'm going to call, but I hope you can still hear me. You see, you don't know the Senate president, but yet you have call logs. You know, when they won't catch person, and won't say they catch them, and these people are very dull. You know, and when you want to say a lie, you need other lies to cover it up. And when you're not truthful, right, the thing something will reveal it. A criminal is never 100% correct. That's why they can trace and catch criminals. No matter how bad they are, no matter how smart or cunning they are, they will make a slip somewhere. There'll be a mistake somewhere, and they'll be caught red-handed. That's why other police able the detectives are able to find out criminals, because you will sleep, you make one mistake, there will be one blood stain, one thing. Let me leave that. Now, so I want everybody to take out their time and look up for that video. It's her own live video, it's not anybody else. She pasted it by herself, and Senator Senator Akpabio is on her call log severally. If you have no business with the man in question, because if she had even seen the call log, I would say, okay, no wahala. Maybe they have been communicating. So the guy told her to please, well, you help me vindicate me, oh, fine. But she made a statement and said, I do not even know the Senate president. That was a big question mark on her, on the entire story. So I'm wondering, what are you coming to come and say? You're not in Nigeria, you don't know what is happening, you're even calling Obese Gozili was paid. Arise TV was bought. Who buys Arise TV? Government never buy Arise TV now. Come with Natasha. The whole Tinubu government not be able to buy with all their billions and they have in dollars. They not bought Arise TV. Is Natasha that will buy Arise TV. Even channels self, as they buy channels rich, they will still talk against the government. Then somebody will now Natasha has bought Arise TV. Those are statements that don't make sense. Very watery statements. So when some people are rejoicing and foaming in the mouth about this so-called Professor Ngbeke lady, please be very critical and look at all she has said. Me, first of all, I'm a woman. And I will talk as a woman, as a lady, as a female folk. I'll talk about it quickly. See, this sexual harassment thing, it is so rampant. It is so everywhere that in my lifetime, I've had several. I'm not talking about it, they catch me in one corner and say, you must sleep with me. No. Advances, they come at everywhere you turn. Once you're good looking, you're smart, you're working lady, or you look like something upstairs, or you just look good, the men will be salivating over you. I'm not saying I'm one super duper star, but even as a student in medical school, my lecturer, several lecturers, I had to use play and run away because I felt if you do good, they will fail you. So I would say, yeah, like my daddy now, like my father now, I will run. Oh, sir, okay, I will come. I will run. Several times, even as a doctor, working several places, you will see your bosses. Somebody was giving me an appointment recently. Come and be my deputy in so-and-so office. I know this man, I know what they find. I ran. Since I'm so honored, so privileged to have this position, but sir, I beg to decline. I really have so much on my plate. I can't take this responsibility for now. I appreciate it. I'm talking about as early as last week. Last week, what be last week? Last week. I know this man is always drooling over me. I know that. I said, come and become my assistant. I say, like, hey, working closely with you, I'm looking for trouble. So this second harassment thing, when you say, I know, Polona, when you say, I know Akpabio, I know what, please leave all that kind of talk. If you hear the way this man, I say, I become a woman, I didn't know where man won't start. I mean, I'm in my mid-40s. I'm not a child anymore. So I didn't know when they won't start. I've had this thing over the years. Usually when you're a working lady, when you deal with people in very high positions, you see all sorts. I can detect, can smell from afar when they won't start. For going to say, hey, you sit down there, oh, this is a nightclub. And even the way the man talks, the way he drools, the way he is slurry, the way he's so, you know this man is obviously a womanizer. I'm not saying, I'm sorry, don't judge a book by a cover, but I'm judging Akpabio, not Vex. Why did that lady slap him? Why did this woman slap him? Why? When I go ask that lady why she slapped him. If I have someone with name, I will slap him too. So when you say, oh, he's working as a governor, he has daughters, men sleep with their daughters. What are you talking about? What are you saying? He has children. Don't we have incest all over the nation, all over the world? Men sleep with their daughters. I don't want to go into details. We see him every day. I mean, woman, I'm a doctor, we see it everywhere. Say he has daughters, he has children. So doesn't change their character. Men are normally, I don't want to castigate men, okay, because a lot of men folk in this place. But I'm telling you, when they see a pretty lady, it just starts. And Akpabio is the man that has power. And let me tell you another thing that really got to me about Natasha, which what made me even believe her more. That lady is someone, if you heard before she became a senator, she has been talking about the Ajakuta steel plant. We're talking about how to make Nigeria better. You see how she's fighting. Now she says she came to the Senate for this sole reason. People say she wants to do a political ambition so she can be more popular. Oh, blah, 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 whatever, man. Now, since she got into that Senate 1.5 years ago, I think about a year or two or so, I'm not too sure how time she got in there. Has she been allowed to speak about Jakarta steel plant? Have you heard her come up with that motion? She said, I've come over 6 times to say, please, this is why I came to this Senate. I want to talk about this one. Once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, the man refuses. And he's saying that, oh, if you do me well, I will allow you. Now, let me tell you, minus the harassment thing, let me tell you what is more painful for me, for Natasha. Not even just sexual harassment. If man they toast you will feel cool. If you're beautiful, your price is high. You're in the market. That means you're great. What is more painful for me, if you ask me what pains Natasha more, is not being able to speak, not being able to do the one thing she wanted to do, to represent her people, to carry out what she went to do, to say that steel plant should. I'm sure that was one of her campaign, one of her promises. I will get this thing working. Let me get there. But you were never allowed. The one lousy looking man is saying, come and make me happy. And you say that's not evidence. No, it is rubbish. Has she been allowed to give that motion in the Senate? Yes or no? She's not been allowed. And she's given evidence that she has tried several times. Now, if personally, if I were the one, I would just maybe ask to leave that place. What are you going to gain there? Except you really want to fight. Because if you what you took there, what you want me to go there, you're not even allowed because of sexual whatever. Because the man is such a I don't know what to call him. He has just very busy third leg. Then he will not allow you to do your thing, man. And she said it over and over again that the reason she spoke up in that manner is because she has been suppressed for too long. They were moving her seat once again to somewhere where she will be obscure, where cameras will not see her, of course. Her visibility will be reduced. If you raise up her hand, she will not be seen. So the moving of her seat, which they say that is the reason why they suspended her, not because of sexual harassment, not because one thing is because just a minute, please. That the reason why they moved her seat is because that's the reason why they suspended her, because of her seat matter. What about the seat matter? She's saying she's being suppressed for too long. Now don't move my seat without informing me. You could have just informed me. I walked to my seat quietly, but you didn't inform me. You took my fundamental human right by not even allowing me to be told about these seats. Then I move away. I should just move quietly and go and hide in one corner while the man keeps harassing her. Okay, when the paper is visible, they not allow her move motion. And when she don't enter that corner, so the matter is intertwined. She had to speak up, she had to cry out. And I stand very much with Natasha, not because I'm a fellow woman, but because of the oppression in Nigeria is too much. What have the Senate achieved since they started the Senate? What have they achieved? How have they bettered Nigerians' life? What have they done? All they do to silence dissenting voices. All they do to silence people that want to speak up. All they do is to push their own agenda. How they send prayers to their emails. The few who can speak up and talk, they silence them. And so I will stand with boldness to be strong and stand with Natasha. And let me tell you about her evidence. The woman will give her evidence to the team or to the panel or to the court when she deems it fit. All these things they are doing so just to make sure she bring her evidence out so they can squash it. Hey, if you don't have evidence, if you have evidence, bring it. You now bring it down, they will now discountenance it. It will no longer be useful in the court of law. She's keeping her best for the last. When that court comes, she will go there. When the panel wants to sit or committee sits for on the matter, she will bring her evidence. When it gets to the court, she will bring her evidence. She will not bring it prematurely for it to be discountenanced, for it to be rubbished, for it to be debunked before the time it is needed. So all those who are evidence hunting, you have to be patient. You will chill out until the day where the opportunity comes for us to bring up evidence. And if that opportunity does not come, we will continue doing the rigmaroling and keep second guessing until that time comes. Meanwhile, Akpabio should bear the consequences of his stupidity, of his actions, of what he's doing, because I can see through that so-called Polonium's veil of, oh, he's a one senator. If you tell me about him, I will not hear. I don't agree. My dear, you can never, ever, vote for another man because you're not in his heart. You're not in his bedroom. You're not in his house. You're not in his office. You're not in his Senate chamber. You cannot vote for somebody somebody else. You cannot. I can't watch on Natasha. I really can't watch for her. That's the truth. But I can tell you, with all I have seen so far, in this case, let a panel come and let them both bring up the evidence. Let them stand and be judged, both of them. At that point in time, we can now decide who is right or who is wrong. For President Gbeke, she's total rubbish and trash. Put into the next dustbin you can find, because she has no integrity, no credibility. Thank you.
I beg, I would like to ask a question.
Me, I don't even like to talk.
Thank you,
I
Dr.
want to
Oya.
say one thing.
Now,
Can I ask the
Wait,
question?
wait. If you guys can hear me. Wait. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Now I want to talk now. Oh, okay. If you guys can hear me, Dr. Oya, you are here to defend a lady. Yeah, you are defending a lady against other lady. Thank God this is now a lady conversation. It's now men versus men. It's now men versus woman now. Had it been that it is a guy that is bringing this evidence up? I'm talking about Professor Mbeke and now to Natasha, right? Because this is where we are. Okay, there is yet another video on the Jumbotron I have posted. I'm still going to post more. Another video on the Jumbotron. Everyone on this page should go and listen to it. I mean, you people should say maybe in an AI generated. I've been a read through phone call. Go and listen to it. So a lady came up and said that I know Natasha. Natasha is lying against the Senate president. Natasha replied, in her reply said, I did not know this lady. That this thing is AI generated Facebook post, that she did not know this lady. That post is still, that comment, that response is still on the Natasha's website. You can go and read it. After reading the post, I'm talking about Dr. Mbeke now. Dr. Mbeke now come up with 1 hour 50 something video, live broadcast on Facebook. Go and listen to it. I listened to every bit of it. I did not escape one. I did not escape anything. I listened to it. I was wondering, why did you want to post Natasha's phone number? Even her aide, I'm talking about Prof. Mbeke now, her aide after, do you want to post the, yes, he said, I want to post it. Natasha denied that she never spoke to me, she never called me, she did not know me. I want to post his number, I want to post her number so that every word will see who is lying or who is not lying. She posted the number. On the verge of searching the number, a number appeared as Senator Akpabio. So many people pick it up and say, now Akpabio. And I want to ask, and I was asking myself, if that lady was paid by Akpabio to defend her, why is Akpabio calling her when he knows that that lady is on a live broadcast? Because that call was constantly coming in. While he was doing that, when she was doing the live broadcast, when she's about to search the number, that call was constantly coming in. And that lady, another post after that video, let me see from that video. After that video, I've pinned another post on the Jumbotron where that lady clarified that number. The same number that you are saying is a VP number. He posted that number again. He posted that number. He did not cover it. He did not blunt it. He posted it for everybody. If Senate President thinks that this is the number, that is the reason why I'm trying to search. I'm trying to search Ahmed to come and clarify. Is this number a number of your principal? Number on the Jumbotron? Is it the number of your principal? Let's know, is this number a number of the Senate President of Nigeria? It's on the Jumbotron. Everybody should go and search it. Because agenda must agenda. So I didn't know why you people, okay, let's assuming that number is the number of a Senate President. Does that validate that Natasha did not spoke to Professor Mbeke? Does that validate there's no conversation between Professor Mbeke between Natasha? Does that validate what she's saying? Does that mean that, oh, the recording that he's showing us is not true? I'm just asking Royal. Maybe you should take your time and answer.
She didn't speak to that. She didn't speak to that. She knows what she's done. It's gaslighted all men.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
men.
Does that
I have a
validate what
problem
she's
with that.
saying? That this lady actually spoke to me. I know her, and she told me something. And she told me about how many people has been paid. In fact, he said that the best senator of the year that Arise TV, she said, not me. She said, Dr. Mbeke said it, that the best senator of the year that Arise TV awarded to Natasha was bought by Natasha.
Has Arise TV said
Then he brought the proof. Do you want me to? I'm going to post this one as well. She brought a proof, and because Natasha literally sent everything to her before she noticed that this lady was going to work against me. She started deleting it.
Anything. Anybody can create anything.
Oh, anybody can create anything. Have you been able to ask Natasha why she was deleting her comment, her chat with Professor Mbeke? Have you been able to ask Natasha why she was deleting? In fact, Natasha have admitted. I saw his post. Hold on. I saw his post now that Natasha said that number that Professor Mbeke posted is my number, but I didn't know her from anywhere. Oh, the lady has your number, but you didn't know her.
His personal number was cloned. You can clone number. They
cloned the number. They cloned the number. They cloned the number. Really?
Anything can be done. Anything can be done.
Okay.
Mazi,
I would like to ask that question. Let them answer. I would like to ask that question.
Sorry, Mao, Joma Beno. Before you ask a question,
I promise
we
you.
need to clarify one
10
thing.
seconds.
Mao, should we
10
answer you,
seconds.
please? Okay,
10
boss.
seconds. I'll just shoot for it straight away. Thanks a lot for that submission, Dr. Royal. So, well, classic defense, right? I mean, if we go on the legal route, will be to discredit the witness because at some point in time she had made some certain falsehood. Perfectly understandable. No arguments with that. But my question is this: you are discrediting Professor Mbeke because she had made some falsehood. But in the same vein, you're not discrediting Natasha, considering the fact that she had also made certain falsehood in the past. I think accusation of Reno, claiming that she had never spoken to Mbeke or the Professor Mbeke, then later admitting that, yes, that's her number. So I just want you to help us make that correlation.
If you don't mind, can you just reiterate that question, please? If you don't mind, sorry.
So I said I have no objections with your concerns in your submission because you had discredited the professor, right, based on the fact that she had made a falsehood of saying that she didn't know who the Senate president was, but on her screen it showed a record of a call from the Senate president. Perfect. I totally agree with you on that, right? But my question is this: in the same vein, why aren't you discrediting um, Senator Natasha, who has also made falsehood in the past of accusing Reno at one point in time and also claiming that she had never spoken to that lady, whereas confirming that that number was her number?
Okay, so when she said it was a number, did she still say I've spoken to that woman? Because let me tell you, for Akpabio's number to be showing on that lady's phone, she saved the number, and it was just not Akpabio, not just one. One is Senator Akpabio SP, another one is Akpabio something. There were like three different separate saved separately, three different savings. One is just Akpabio something, so Akpabio SP and Akpabio. So there are three different numbers that were saved for Akpabio. Okay, on her phone, and to have those kind of numbers on your phone with the name means you saved it. That means you know this person. Now, we didn't see at Natasha's phone where the woman's number was saved. We are seeing a number on the woman's phone that Natasha's name was saved. Now, if, like I said, they can clone numbers. I mean, that has happened several times. So if you get Natasha's number and save her number as Natasha on the phone without necessarily communicating with her, you can save anything. You can put any number and save it. And let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. Right? If Natasha is saying that she had never spoken to that woman, we have the NCC. They should go ahead and, if possible, I don't know if I think WhatsApp may not be able to track, but let us have a thorough investigation on that and see
So,
whether
Dr. Roya, are you not worried that a lady that you are defending have confirmed that number is hers? And are you not worried that the lady you are trying to defend that the number was cloned was never used the word clone, that her number was no clone, that number belongs to me, but I have never spoken to her? Are you not worried? Okay. Let me ask another question.
Dr. Real,
Can I respond to you?
Dr. Real, for me
Respond,
personally,
Mazi?
right?
Can I
I still
respond?
feel like it feels like
Mazi, can I respond? Can I respond to Mazi?
Wait, Dr. Roya, let Mo finish so we can respond together. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like picking and choosing, and that's perfectly fine because I think everyone kind of like has their own side.
Okay, let me say what I want to say, right? I have not seen the post by Natasha, so I would like to see it. When I see it, I can respond on that. And I want to be honest, I haven't seen her post, all right? But the point is that I never said she said her number was cloned. I'm saying that numbers can be cloned. Please get me correctly. I will never say what is not correct. I don't have anything to lose by saying truth or by lie. Somebody will come and slap me.
Agree with
will
you.
not beat me.
But
I'm
personally,
telling
from
you
my
again.
own
So
standpoint, right, it feels like picking and choosing. But aside that, we can. I mean, everybody. I mean, I don't want to speak for the prof, but I can tell you for a fact, if I had a smoking gun like that, I would have done everything to get a hold of the senator to let him know that I have this in your defense, right? I mean, that's just class. That's just the classic, the way that I'll look at it.
but why say you don't know him? Why? Why say you don't know him?
Well, I mean,
Why say that?
we can argue that
And you
one.
said his number is three places.
We can all agree that that would probably be the next step.
Can I ask Doctor a question? Please, Professor, incredible, please.
Let's not look as if that we are trying to use question to bombard her. Let's go one after the other. Change man, hold on now. Let's go one after the other.
Let me say something.
Prof, please, let's start from you. Prof, go ahead.
God bless you. I'm sorry to everybody that feels okay. I mean, I was a little rowdy, but some things need to be said straight. I'm not going to ask her a question. I'm just going to put something to her. Now, you came up here and you say men between the thing between there. You bashed men, and see, statistics has it that in Nigeria, 62% of women that were questioned agreed to having extramarital affair. 62%, and in the other case, 21% of men agreed to being infidels. So now let's pretend. Hold on, doctor. Please hold on. Let's pretend the men were lying. Let's pretend. But 62% of women, 62% of women. So the women you are trying to protect are actually not as unguilty as you are trying to claim on this platform. It is very painful. When I heard you speak, you just castigated men. You told Polonium you should not judge you not trust a man. That same, are you in their bedroom? Are you in the women's bedroom also? Hold on. I will finish. Hold on. I'm opening a broader reality that is not just yours. Now, also, 27% of paternity test cases in Nigeria last year came out as that the man is not the owner of the children. 27%, meaning 1 out of every 4 men don't own their children. And all these things are not worrisome. Nobody is.
Okay, so who owns the children? It's not another man.
No, but the woman was.
Another man that owns
Can you listen to yourself? So the man that is an infidel is doing it with another man, not another woman. Can you see this pick and choose, please, Dr. Royal?
So
I appreciate I appreciate your submission. I just have a problem with the way you have labeled men. You cannot do that. Men are this, men are that, men are those, men are those, men. 21% of men are infidels. 62% times 3.
I'm married. See, I've been married for
I don't want to go there because see, I don't want to offend you.
I don't want to offend you. It's not a personal thing, right? But I'm saying it, I've been married for 20, by next year to be 20 years, married in 2006, 20 years. But I'm telling you, in my life as a woman, I'm giving you my experience in Nigeria and even abroad. Right? The experience we have had. Go on the street and take your whatever. When you're saying women that are infidels, who sleeps with the woman? Is it a woman that sleeps with a woman? Is another man? Another man who's also an infidel. So whoever
One man can be
he
sleeping with 100 women. We've had stories on this space. I mean, on these streets.
okay,
Where
and who is that
no
man?
one man. We've
The man
agreed is the 21%.
is
It's
what?
part of the 21%. I'm just giving you the percentage. And this statistics
That your
was not
data is
conducted by me.
faulty. That your data is very faulty. It's
It is
very
not
faulty data.
faulty.
I'm sorry.
It was a data
Very
from
faulty.
Durex. It was a data from Durex.
Maxi,
Please,
can I speak? I've been around, but my network is
pharmacists,
bad.
let me just land
Calm
with this.
down now.
You
I
see,
want to ask you a question, Mazi.
this name calling, men are this, men are that, men are those, and women talk about everything that happens to them. Men keep quiet. Maybe it's time for men in the offices and all the sexual harassment from bosses that are women. We should start coming out and talking. We get around to the point that even fellow men will say, calm down now. She be na woman. Everything. No be good thing she wants. Those we have normalized these things that women call out and make us look so terrible. We have normalized it. I think it's time that men also should start calling out their female bosses. Now, no, you can't talk to me that way. You cannot. We should do more of this. But statistics is there showing that women are bigger infidels. But it is men that are always being spoken about. And it is I expected bigger from a doctor. Thank you.
Okay. Not
Mazi, can I respond,
Maxi,
please?
let me
Mazi,
speak
can I
now.
respond, please?
I've been around since. Let me speak.
No, pharmacist, hold on. There are people that Roya mentioned their name here. Let them respond.
No, I came. Say I was online before,
I
but my
know,
network
but
was
there are
switching off
people
and on. So I've been
Roya
around
had
since.
mentioned their name before. Let them respond, then you can speak, pharmacist. I know. You have been on the previous space. But hold on. There are people Roya mentioned their name. Do you get? So let's allow Polonium to respond. Then we'll have Changed Man to ask a question. Then we'll come back to the speakers. Please go ahead, Polonium.
Thank you, Mazi, and thank you, Professor Incredible, because I think you nailed it on the head. Well, it is amazing to see my sister, Dr. Real, being the spokesperson for Natasha. Well, like I said, I'm not going to discuss these issues. I mean, you've accused me of not knowing the Senate president and all the things you've said. I'm not going to respond to that. This conversation is about a particular individual, the Senate president, Godswill Akpabio. And I have come in here to speak as somebody who has followed that man. You do not have to like him. You do not have to support his politics. You do not have to play his politics, but stand for justice. I know that if the Senate president was a member of your family, was your own relation, this conversation would have changed.
I will not defend him. I'm
I
sorry.
know you won't. I pray that it doesn't. You don't have that kind of situation in your family, right? I pray so. But
And you don't even know if I've had it
it's
before.
easy.
So,
It's easy to come out here, and say these things because you don't like the individual. But I'm not also saying it because I like him. I'm also saying that I have followed this man in over a decade, and this man has. This is how he has played his politics. You don't have to like him, you don't have to support him, but that is who he is. And I'm standing here, and I can stand in any forum and say these things and speak up for this man. Like I said, I'm not going to discuss the issues of Natasha and Natasha's reputation. The same way she brought it to the public opinion, that the public opinion would judge her. Since you say that she has evidence that she is holding on to, that she's going to present in the court, that is why I said I am only going to react when I hear the verdict from the court. You see all these analyses you came up here to give and castigate Dr. or Professor Mbeke as if you know both parties, as if you're a spokesperson for both parties. I'm not going to engage in those conversations. I've elevated my thinking pattern and my conversation to waiting for when this issue will be decided in the courts. That is when I will come up and speak. I have
But you
maintained.
are vouching
I
for
am not
Pablo now.
vouching.
You are vouching for
Dr.
him.
Lawyer,
Don't allow
Dr.
Polonium to
You,
land now.
you probably,
You
you
go have
probably,
your time to respond. Allow him
you
to, so we can
probably
have a
do not
structured
Sorry,
understand.
conversation.
sorry,
You probably do not
sorry,
understand me.
sorry,
You
sorry.
probably do not understand. You're being emotional about this conversation. That's what you're doing. I have made it very clear. I'm speaking to a man's character based on what I know him. But I'm also willing to allow the court to deal with this issue and find him guilty or dismiss the case. That's what I said. This is not me speaking for his defense. I'm speaking based on my past experience. And you rightly said, oh, do you know his man? No, I don't know him to his bedroom. But I've known his public life when he was the executive governor of a state and had everything, every power to do anything, to harass anybody. I know him when he was local government chairman. We followed him when he was local government chairman. We sat, when he became governor, we sat in his presence. We had conversations with him personally, one-to-one. I don't know if you have had that same contact with Natasha that you have defended. I don't know. Perhaps you have, perhaps you haven't. But this is somebody that I have engaged with. If there was gossip, if there was conversations, the backside, we the boys were the ones who could run these errands. But I'm standing here to say, this is the person, this is the man that we engaged with. There was, these things was not there at the time. But having said that, let the case in the court, let the court decide. It is after the verdict. If the court finds him guilty, then I will join and drag. But till then, I would not join and drag him. That's my 1 cent. Thank you.
Mazi, please let me just make one,
Yeah.
only just one comment. One comment I
Okay.
want to say. Just one comment, please. Polonium, I think you should also be a little careful, because this is the same man that a professor has been sentenced to jail because he rigged the election for him. You should also be careful how you communicate on somebody that you think you know. That's all I would just say. Thank you.
Okay, let's say change man. Please ask her the question. Then she will respond. Then we'll go to pharmacist. Please go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, my brother Mazi. Good morning, doctor. The question I want to ask, my first two questions is a question of yes or no. But if you think that it will warrant maybe too much explanation because of people waiting on the space to speak, just tell me you cannot answer them. Number one question is this. Have you ever spoken with somebody that you don't know on phone before? I'm waiting for your answer.
If the person calls me, or I call, or I don't know, if the person calls me, yes. If the person calls me.
Okay. Then number two question is, maybe after the conversation and maybe it's something that you need to help the person, or maybe it's something that you need to talk again. Can you save the number?
Of course, I can save it.
Considering you don't know the person, or you've not seen the person. Do you understand? Then the third question is this. If maybe someone now happens to say, or maybe you are supposed to address a place, is it okay? You said you say you don't know the person despite that you have spoken with the person, or is it wrong?
What? Okay, now I will explain this one.
No,
If I have
wait,
said this
wait,
person's number,
madam,
three
sorry.
different number. No, I will. No, let me just explain it now. It's just 1 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds. If I've said it 3 different times, meaning that means I've talked to this person more than 3 times. If I had 3 numbers saved, and I talked to the person more than 3 times, then I now know that person. I can't say I don't know the person anymore. I cannot not say I don't know this person, because I've spoken to him 3 times with 3 different numbers, and I've said 3 different times I know that person. So I can't say I don't know the person anymore.
I am not
Yes.
saying 3 different numbers, just that one particular number the person has been calling you.
I'm telling you that I've saved it. This woman had 3 different numbers of Akpabio. I'm giving you information. 3 different numbers.
That is not true. That is not true. It is only one number. That lady, it's only one number. I saw the screenshot.
Marty, go and look at
No,
it now.
it is
Go
only
look
one
at
number,
now.
and every one of it is you that I'm hearing that. Even Natasha said one number, a number of
Okay, Marty, Marty, go and scroll on my page. You will see 3 different numbers.
No, I'm not going to.
3 different numbers.
I've seen it. In fact, I said that.
There is one of my friends that also made this one of my friend also made this one. If that person that spoke to you that you don't know is a criminal, or let's say a kidnapper, just because the person has spoken to you like 3 times, that it may be security personnel ask you a question that you say you know the person.
If I am asked, I can say I don't know the person. But if I voluntarily say it, I don't know the person, then I'm lying. If I say it voluntarily, nobody asks her question. Nobody asks her, do you know or you don't know him? She voluntarily by herself and say, I don't know him. But you had 3 different numbers at 3 different times you called him. You cannot say you don't know him when you had 3 different numbers on your phone. So if I'm asked question, and let me tell you, in investigation, if they find a number in your phone, you are liable. Whether you say you don't know, you don't know. The person called you 3 times, okay, you have to go for it. You have to explain why you have 3 numbers of that same criminal. You go find, you go talk. Oh, you cannot say you don't know. When numbers on your phone saved with their names, excuse me.
Lastly, we have a lot of app who can do that now. Truecaller normally used to do that. If Polonium uses his number to call me now, Truecaller will show me a number of Polonium. A name of Polonium, full name of Polonium. Though Truecaller can do that. Once you get a premium of Truecaller, in fact, Truecaller sometimes saved number in your phone. In case you people do not know. Truecaller,
Okay, so why is calling her?
Lastly.
So why is Akpabio calling her now? Why is Akpabio calling? Why is normal I say that Akpabio calling her? Why?
Calm down now. Lastly, have you reached out to this Professor Mbeke to know whether Akpabio have called her like 2-3 times? Just for you now, when somebody have called you like 2-3 times, you have known the person. Have you reached out to know exactly the reason why she didn't know?
I don't reach out to questionable characters. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I don't.
Thank you very much. Let's allow change man. Let's allow the convention to move forward. Let's get pharmacists. Let's get pharmacists.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Go ahead.
Okay, now let me say these things. Mendy, Man City player, was accused of rape and went to jail. After 1 year, another, he was found not guilty. His life was almost ruined. This guy from Manchester United was accused by his girlfriend of
almost
rape.
all ruined.
And
Almost.
yes, and
His life was ruined. Use the right word.
Wait, let me land. This guy was accused of Manchester United player, was accused by his girlfriend. His contract for Manchester United was cancelled and everything. And for more than 2 years, he could not play football. And his life was almost ruined until later he was exonerated by the same girlfriend. Mike Tyson was accused of rape and he went to jail for 4 years. African China went to Europe, was accused of this, he was arrested, but after a lot of checks and this, they found out that he was not guilty and he was exonerated. Now, in all of these cases, there's one thing that I've noticed in all of these cases. Actually, did the men sleep with the people? The answer is yes. But was it consensual? The answer is either yes or no. So, men generally are very, very vulnerable when it comes to women accusing them. And women can use that as a weapon to denigrate you if they feel that they want to get something from you. So I am not on the side of Akpabio, neither am I on the side of Natasha. But the question remains why this thing has become a great topic in Nigeria is because we have a failed system. Because if we do not have a failed system, our police would have been doing their job.
All
We
the
have a
countries you
system.
mentioned,
Wait,
all the countries you mentioned are not Nigeria. And it's happened.
Let me
They
land.
don't have failed
Let me land
systems.
now. Let me
Please,
land.
we should stop
Let me
this
land.
nonsense.
No, let me land. Don't be devoid of doing their job and all that. We would have Can't you keep quiet? Now, let me say these things. Your deputy Senate president is in jail in the UK. He carried a boy from Nigeria to the UK to go and harvest his organ. And it's 7 years imprisonment. If your Senate president was in Nigeria, I don't think one would have been hearing this. The boy's family is accusing the Senate president of trying to collect money from them. That's what we will be hearing. We will not be hearing whether the case is right or wrong, because we have a failed system that cannot question our leaders. And that is the problem why this thing is turning political at every corner, because we don't have a police system that can be devoid of the executive, because they are at the whims, at the caprice of the executive. I'm not saying Akpabio was wrong. I'm not saying Natasha was right. But the truth of the matter is that we don't have a system where people can do a proper investigation without government interfering into the case. Let me tell you the truth. Bill Clinton was the president of the United States of America. And that is why I will call Professor Beke a clown. A clown. The reason why I'm saying is this. When Bill Clinton was the president of the United States of America, he was sleeping with Monica Lewinsky. Monica Lewinsky went and told Linda Tripp. Linda Tripp was a Republican. What did Linda Tripp do? He called the FBI. And the FBI wiretaped Linda Tripp. And Monica Lewinsky was telling Linda Tripp all the sexual escapade that he had with this thing, even showing him sperm count of Clinton in one of his. This matter that somebody was accused, and what do you call it? Natasha has every right to accuse her, because she said that you are depriving me from this thing. And we have so many cases. Go to our Nigerian universities where lecturers will tell a student that, look, if I don't sleep with you, you will not pass this course. It is rampant in Africa. Let's not avoid it. Women are sexually harassed every day in Nigeria. So don't tell me that Natasha does not have a case. The problem that we have is that we have a failed system who will be able to call this bluff of any politician. Because if we do and all that, the likes of Akpabio would have been properly at the execution and the right things would have been done. Because lastly, if Nigeria was working perfectly and all that, and we're working perfectly, the deputy Senate president who is in jail in the United Kingdom for trying to harvest an organ would have still been in jail in Nigeria. But in Nigeria, he will be free. Why? Because the system is flawed. Thank you.
Mazi, I should be next.
So that notion that the deputy Senate president of this country is in the jail in UK is not true. The deputy Senate president of 10th Assembly is not in jail in UK.
The former deputy Senate president.
Put it in context. 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 No. Put it in context. Don't tell me that the deputy Senate president is in jail in UK. Hold on, Doc. And I'm going to put this to you, pharmacists. That when the issue was brought to book, I remember the space I held. You are part of those who are criticizing. In fact, who are calling the. Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Who they say you know they hear me again? Is it Mr. Daniel? Mr. Daniel, if you know they hear me, just drop. I come back. So when this issue was made to known, I remember I hosted a space. You pharmacists, you are 2,000. In fact, 1,000,000% behind Natasha. If there is something like that, yes. 1,000,000% behind Natasha.
Yes.
Can you be incredible enough? Can you save your integrity? Can you prove your integrity by apologizing to Nigerians here? That
I cannot apologize.
Can you? You are part of. Hold on, sir. If you cannot apologize to Nigerians, if you are not apologize to Nigerians, maybe either you are part of the unuseful idiots, or you are part of what they say it again. Can someone remind me how you put it?
GH,
gullible and hungry. Which one are you part
Professor
of? Let's
Mbeke
know.
is
Which
a
one are you part
clown.
of?
Professor Mbeke is a clown. What should have done? Should have invited the police, and the police would have.
The matter, can you see? You're not following the matter. Again. Go and watch the video of Professor Mbeke. He said he have petitioned the police in UK, in US. He have petitioned the police in Nigeria. In fact, the evidence he put, he said that the reason why he will not be able to upload some of the evidence is because it's been investigated and been going under investigation by in security agency. That's what he said. He said, in fact, one of
You are wasting your time.
the evidence you have put online
Mazi, you are
for people
wasting
to
your
see
time.
have
Move
been
the
going
mic.
under. In fact, they have passed through under security agency, both US and Nigeria. So what are you saying exactly? It's not the same thing that we are asking Natasha to do. Petition the Nigeria police.
Let me come in here. Mazi. People have tried to kill their husbands, and they will hire a hitman. The hitman will go and call the police, and they will play along with the woman, and they will catch the woman red-handed. What I expected Mbeke to do was to invite the police and say, "Look I'm discussing with Natasha. Please, I can't do this in
Pharmacists, we hear you.
And
You watch too
Stop
many
this now.
movies.
Stop this
Too
now.
many
Stop
movies. Let
this.
this guy move on. Let this guy move on. Too many movies. All your examples were cases that happen in UK, but it is Nigeria that the system has failed. Shame on you. Mute your mic and let's move on.
But the woman is
You
in
move
US
on.
now.
All your
His prof
examples
not
were
in US.
UK cases, but it is Nigeria that the
His
system has
prof
failed.
not in US.
Let us.
His prof not in US.
No. I said UK cases because of the rape cases that he cited. I'm not talking of Clinton. They were all examples of the UK, but it's Nigeria that has failed. Let's move. USA get problem, but in Nigeria the system and Nigeria the system is failed. Let's move on.
If he accuses you, you have to prove whether it's right or wrong.
Let me repeat my question again. You said that
she will accuse him if he did wrong, not because.
Idiot. Now, pharmacist, let me ask you my question.
That clip, I'm going to put it again, allegedly, that Natasha is going about, he paid people to go to National Assembly to destroy what they are doing there. And I'm seeing the correlation in this space. Since morning, I opened this space. In fact, some people have been attacking me, calling me on phone, calling me. This space have crashed more than 4 times today. I still held my ground. More than 4 times. And some people have been coming on this space trying to disturb, for us not to know the truth. Eh? The Republic of Nigeria went to national TV to go and be calling a married man a hooligan. If not that you're being paid, how will you do that? Allegedly. Please allow Doki to ask his question. Please, Dr. Roy, I thought interject again. Unless you fall into that category. Please don't. We have 2 categories here. People, useful idiots, and hungry and gullible Nigeria. So unless you fall into that category, you should use your mind. Allow Dolly to ask his question, please. Thank you.
Mas, not mute this mic now. I can take care of it.
He like basketball, doggy. Go ahead.
I don't like basketball, but I don't run away from it. I don't like basketball. I don't run away from it. If you bring it, I bring it. Don't go with the kid in Libya. And let way good bring I did the lab. So if anybody wants to disrespect herself, I help her. Nonsense ingredients. Now, pharmacist, let me ask you the question again. You said that Natasha has the right to accuse Akpabio. The right is, and you went on to say because of the things that happen. Hold on. Because of the things that are, the way lecturers and public officers and otherwise are behaving. Now, is it because of how other men are behaving, like i.e., lecturers, politicians, otherwise, or because Akpabio did it? What gives her the right to accuse him?
She has every right to accuse Akpabio because to me, because I'm not there, maybe the accusation is that Akpabio did this thing to her. So she has the right to accuse her. So it's and everybody can say, okay, fine. Is this thing rampant in this thing? The answer is yes.
Okay,
And
I've heard you.
so she has the right to accuse her. So it's left for
I've heard you.
Akpabio to say whether the accusation is right or wrong.
I've heard you. I've heard you.
And not
Now,
to start
second
bringing
question.
people
It's
to start
okay
discrediting
now.
this
It's
thing.
okay. It's okay. Second question. Now, I have a follow-up question to this particular one. Second question. You said that Nigeria is not working. Please, a country where the system is working that are sentencing innocent people, is this still a system that is working? They sentence innocent people and later find out that those people are not guilty. Is that a system that works?
Now, the truth about it is just that nobody is God. Now, nobody is God. So it is only God that is all knowing. And if you are accused of something and you don't have evidence to back up your claim and you are jailed wrongly, anytime there is an evidence that you have that will exonerate you, they will definitely free you.
Okay, thank you very
People,
much.
This
are you
man, this
getting me?
man
That is
definitely
no,
does not know the
that's
law.
it.
Doggy,
That
doggy,
is the
please,
no.
Hold on, let me ask a final
please.
question. I beg now. Final question. I beg. Pharmacists, because people have been stealing in Nigeria, 419, armed robbery, and otherwise, is it good now? Is it right for me to say that you are a thief?
Now,
He's
if people
just
are
not a
stealing,
thief.
if
It's not
if
just a
if
thief, it's
if
plus
people
rapist, hard
if
Wait
rapist.
the
if people
answer. Wait
see
the answer.
if wait if Nigerians are 419 and maybe Nigerians are always doing 419, if you travel to a foreign land, they will look you suspicious as a 419, even if you are a doctor,
Okay.
because
Thank you
that
very
is
much.
prejudice. That is
Uh, uh,
prejudice.
it's okay. It's okay. Master, continue. Pharmacist is it.
Omo,
Akpoti to be next.
pharmacists. That means they are looking like you, like 419 in
No,
US,
no,
where
no.
you are.
Believe that, right? This is the same thing I've accused David Udeng of doing. And we as a people, we have to be consistent and we have to set a consistent standard. If we say that this thing is not allowed today, this is not, we cannot be operating by evidence by innuendos, right? So just like if anybody knows me from beginning, I've been pro Akpabio all this while. I've been like, oh, the person that alleges has to prove. I found a lot of backed up with real evidence, right? We have to question it. We cannot say that, oh, Akpabio should step down or resign because, and if you look at it from the beginning was because she lost out on a GC committee and she started going. Do you understand? So my point is that let us be critical of every single thing. We cannot be critical of one and be less critical of one. If you look at the scenario from the beginning, I feel like Natasha is more at fault here, right? You have not brought evidence to support your claims. Secondly, you claim you did not know this woman, but evidences have come to say that you know this woman. Now, some people are making claims that her number was cloned. Okay, if her number was her voice cloned, the voice note that she was talking about Maureen was it cloned? Please, we are not dummies here, we are not kids here. We know what happened. We know what that Natasha has been doing. We know that she has been reaching out to people. She has been reaching out to agencies. She has been reaching out to organizations to give her a platform, to give her a voice. She has been muddying the waters with anything she could. And we know that definitely she must have paid one or two people. Akpabio too must have paid one or two people. It's normal. This is court of public opinion. You do what you can to gain people's trust, to shift the narrative. We know, right? We know. But the truth is that let everybody be critical. Like Dr. Royal, I was also disappointed in Dr. Royal. Dr. Royal, while she mentioned the prevalency of sexual harassment, which is perfectly true. There is prevalency of sexual harassment by men in offices in Nigeria and all over the world. But at the end of the day, we have also seen cases that people blackmail people for sexual harassment. And if you look at this case, if you look at the timeline of this case, where it started, how it started, you will find that this is edging towards a blackmail, right? You told us that the first time he harassed you was in 2023, but we have pictures of you in she's wrong or she's lying. But I'm sorry, as a curious mind, as a smart mind, and as a intellectual I think I am, I think we need more information. You cannot just put an allegation out there and tell us that you will give us evidence when you like. That's very insulting. And maybe, to be honest, she really thinks a lot of us are what did she call us again? A lot of us are useful idiots, because it's only useful idiot that will come and sit down and accept a claim that you made an allegation. Then you are telling us she didn't go to court. She didn't go to ethics committee. She came on Arise TV to make the allegation. Then you are now telling us that you will give us evidence when you like. Come on, that's terribly disturbing, and that should not be accepted. The only thing that everything is political now. CSOs and this thing that is meant to hold everybody accountably equally. They are not holding everybody accountable, because if people are holding everybody accountable equally for their actions, there is no how Natasha should get away with that kind of statement. Just like when Duru in Prophet we build our evidence, we see the inconsistency in the statement. We see that we know that she's lying. We know that Natasha reached out to her, and we know that she back-channeled to get a better deal from Senate President. That's the truth. Whether you like it or not, Natasha reached out to her. Then she saw the advantage and took the advantage and said, I can extort this person and get more money from the Senate President than what she's offering me. And we know that the Senate presidency has done some moves to counter the narrative. We know this game. We are not idiots. But my point stands that we should interrogate both sides. Anybody that is questioning and discerning, you cannot question Professor Duru and look at the evidence and see that, okay, these things no match, and still be on the side of Natasha and not question the inconsistency in Natasha's statements. It's not fair. It's not. This is not how you build a nation. This is not how you build a society. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ola. Thank you.
Mazi, can he give us proof that Dr. Mbeke has collected something from the other side? I would like to see that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask him. Ola, do you have a proof of that he collected a gig from Senate President?
Mazi, can I respond? They call my name.
All right. Let me.
He called my name.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Wait. We ask him a question now. Let him respond.
Let me say this. See, when she opened her phone, she opened Senator. You see that there's prior communication with Senator Akpabio, and you also see that she has been in Senator Akpabio's group. Come on, what is she doing in 2 or 3? It's not even one group. It was 2 or 3 groups. Come on, we are not grass eaters here. We are not grass cutters here. We know this game. We know the game that both of them are doing. Both of them are doing exactly the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
I've stayed like this, and some group of people, in fact, add me in a group I do not know nothing about. Just because maybe they feel like I share the same opinion with them, they add me in that group. That does not make me like, oh, yes. Now you have to wake up in the morning and see some group of people, some people adding you in a group that you have to leave. Have to wake up and see it. So what I'm saying now, because there is a group that she belongs to, that doesn't make it like, oh, she knows Akpabio and Akpabio is giving her a gig. Is that what you're saying?
The conversation with Senator Akpabio that she rightly saved on her phone, Truecaller can just suggest a name for you that, oh, when you call this person. But Truecaller does not save a name to your phone. Truecaller never does that, right? And right now, I don't know, maybe not everybody uses it. There's a way you can use your phone at WhatsApp that nobody can just from anywhere just add you to a group. If they add you to a group, you have to accept to be in the group. Do you know what I'm saying? And if she was not in the group or not, she could have left. Fair enough. You could say that, okay, it's possible. Yes, there's a possibility. Everything I'm saying is not but based on what we have seen so far, it's good for us to take our testimony with a pinch of salt and analyze it critically. And when we analyze it critically, we will see that, okay, we will know what is happening. I want everybody to watch that video with an open mind and see those inconsistencies, and you see that, oh, this is actually true, right? I cannot I like to be consistent. I like to have a standard that, even for people I like, I'll apply that standard across, right? I'm in support of Akpabio in this because Natasha has not brought evidence. Does not mean when I see something that is double speak, or when you are, okay, Mazi, you agree with me that she made allegations, she called it, Natasha said Yoruba president, said this, said that, but she did not provide evidence. Why did she not provide evidence? If she does not know how to provide evidence for that, she should shut up. Only speak to what you can provide evidence of, right? This is what we accuse Natasha of. That Natasha claimed that Senator Akpabio harassed her, and she did not provide evidence. Provide evidence or let us hear what. So we should apply the same standards for Francis Duru, right? Professor Mbeki. We should apply the same standard. She provided evidence of Umoren. Umoren, the evidence was
Start another monologue again. Natasha accused no evidence. There is another allegation again that Akpabio have connived with what is his name? Yahaya Bello to assassinate her. Didn't know you. She brought evidence. Countering what Natasha said. She said that she went ahead again to say, look at what Natasha told me. That Natasha told me that she paid obviously question, Arise TV, and some other people. She brought evidence. It's on her timeline. She brought evidence. Hold on. She brought evidence of video. Do you want me? Are you willing to bet? Are you willing to bet so I can post it?
Please, maybe
Have you listened to the
Are you willing to bet?
Have you
Are you willing to
listened to the
bet?
video?
Mazi,
Are you willing to bet now? Are you willing to bet?
She also accused Akpabio of killing a child and harvesting the organs.
She brought
grave
evidence.
And she brought
allegations.
them.
She brought
These are
evidence.
grave allegations.
So what are you saying, Ola? So she said again, at the course of that conversation, that Natasha said that they want to take out this Yoruba government. She said the reason why she doesn't want to bring that word because she is still in the police. The police is checkmating the information to know whether it's correct. So what are you saying exactly? Can Natasha bring 1/4 of evidence of what this lady have brought against Akpabio? Can Natasha do that? Come on, if you want to stand one place and secure your integrity by apologizing to Nigerians, by studying for Natasha before. Because I know you people,
Mazi,
I know how you people need to do.
Mazi,
Yes.
Mazi,
Mazi,
you
you can just do
understand?
a
Sorry,
simple
can I
search
say
on my
something?
phone.
Mazi,
Akpabio.
hello.
And you see that I have been a pro Akpabio
You are
for
not
the
pro Akpabio.
longest.
You are not pro Akpabio. You are not. You're just trying to gaslight us. I know how you people do. So let's move on. Dr.
Mazi,
Mia, we're going to...
Can I say something? What I want to say
Don't
is
be
that
pro
I want
Akpabio,
to
be
know.
pro justice. Be pro
Hello,
justice.
Mazi. I want you to understand this morning or whatever the time is where you are, is that every so-called evidence that has been brought out are still subject, all right, to forensic investigations and to validation. Somebody can root out anything from anywhere and just show you on it. And she didn't come and show you in your house. He showed you online on a live video. So what is your
So
so-called evidence you're bouncing up and
if
down?
Natasha spoke
They
to
are all
you, do
subject.
you know the voice of Natasha
We
when
are
she
all
was
saying
speaking?
the same
Hold
thing.
on,
I
hold on.
told you that.
Hold on.
Natasha,
Do you know Dr. Royal? If you speak in any way, even if I'm sleeping, I will say this is Dr. Royal speaking. If Polonium speak on this space, even if I'm dreaming, I will say this voice is for Polonium. This voice is for, if Doggy speak on this space, even if I'm far away listening to Doggy, I will say this is voice of Doggy. Even if Doggy is using a Bona account to speak here, I will say this is Doggy. If Mr. Daniel speak here, I will say this is Mr. Daniel. Are you saying that if you hear the voice of your so-called principal or whatever I will call her, your Natasha, you will recognize her voice? Is that what you are saying? Is that what you are telling us on this space? Just let us know.
Mazi, you're falling my hand. You know why? You don't know what AI can do. You're falling my hand. You don't know what AI can do these days. You're really falling my hand. So, Mazi, you. AI can do anything. I mean, not even just
Again, you
video
people are
with his
making a
name.
very huge mistake. AI cannot clone your voice to sound originality.
Who said
No
so?
way.
Who
AI
said
cannot
so?
do that.
Jesus.
AI cannot do.
Hey,
AI
whoa.
cannot.
Mazi,
AI can
oh.
clone. AI can try and clone your voice. AI can try and clone your voice. AI cannot ever clone your voice to sound original. If you listen to AI generated voice and listen to
the court, let the case go to court. There's no AI in court. Now everything will be made bare. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm waiting for the court verdict. There's no AI in the court.
Every single evidence is
let's move
subject to
the mic.
investigation.
Let's move the mic.
Just take
Let's
note.
Mr. Daniel has dropped.
Everyone.
Mr. Daniel has
No,
dropped.
no,
Let's
no, no.
have John.
One last thing. One
No,
last thing. The guy called my name.
But
I want us to
hold on,
clarify
hold on.
something.
You have been speaking, Dr. Roya. Literally everyone on this page must call your name. So you will not be responding to them one after the other. Just calm down. When it's get your turn again, you respond. Just jot it down, okay? Mr. Daniel has dropped. Let's have John. Yeah, John, Changeman, Doggy. So please let's go in that direction, please. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, good morning, Mazi. Good day, everybody. I just want to say that, look, everybody knows what they are doing. I find it very troubling that people have already made up their mind. They will accept a fact for Mr. A and reject the same fact for Mr. B. A lot of things that have been said here by what's her name now is just all about propagating a a lie. Let me just say that. Specifically speaking, look, the professor came out and presented a fact, and people are saying, "Oh, we saw Akpabio this, Akpabio that, Senate President this, Senate President that." Let me quickly play the devil's advocate. She's a professor. She had advertised that space that I'm going to go live. She has a back end staff who are already gathering facts for her. How are you sure that those are not groups? Those are not groups of our staff, of our support staff who have gathering facts for her in those chat groups. Did they tell you that those numbers are individual numbers? They could be groups. There could be WhatsApp groups of people. There could be WhatsApp group of our staff who are gathering facts for her. And then the doctor that came to speak here said she has more than 3 Aquabil. That validates even that point more. That the professor probably have more than 3 groups of people or sets of
Speculation.
the same way you were speculating. And then she said, do you know when Polonium spoke? I love the way Polonium spoke today. When Polonium finished speaking, she said, are you aware that somebody, a professor, rigged the election for him and is in jail? Madam, have you gone to read the people in your camp? Because they are the ones that you keep misleading. And I pity them because they do the decency of doing checks on by themselves. Doing checks on by themselves. Then please, somebody came here and I changed my mind. I am in 200 level, so you know my age. I wanted to change to pharmacy because I hear people like Daniel speak. But the day I heard one guy spoke, called himself pharmacy, and he came here today, that was the day I knew that reading science doesn't give people scientific brain. I'm sorry, I'm not dishing anybody this morning, but it's disgusting, it's nauseating listening to some people speak. And Mr. Nandi, sorry, Mazi, I want to plead with you. Please be deliberate in managing your space. Don't let people meddle with our mental health. Please. Thank you very much. God bless you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, John John. Thank you so much, John John. Thank you. Thank you so much, John John. So let's have then we'll go. Oh, so Mr. Daniel is back. Oh, let's have then we'll go to Mr. Daniel. Then we'll go to Change Man. Sorry, Change Man.
Thank you, Mazi. I think at this point, we Nigerians, or those people that feel that we don't have common sense because they've been bought. There are a lot of Nigerians that have common sense. Let's look at this. Let's look at this from beginning. When the issue started from the Senate, the first place Natasha went was Berekete Radio. She never said she was sexually harassed. I could remember vividly. After then, the following day, Berekete Radio invited the spokesman of the Senate, and that guy cleared the air about their rules. The third day, Natasha went to Arise TV. And if you look at it from the beginning of the interview, she never mentioned harassment until Rufai pushed that into her mouth. That was when this issue of sexual harassment began. Okay, let us all open our brain. Let's use common sense. Somebody harassed you. You've never went to the police to report that incident. After you came online to tell the whole world what happened, you still didn't go to the police. You still didn't file anything in the court of law to say I was sexually harassed. The only thing she does was to do what? To jump from one international media, go to different organizations. To do what? She's fighting for the Nigerian girls or whatever she says she's fighting for. Now, fast forward. When the ethics committee called her, she refused to go. She sent representative. Dr. Obi Ekwezele went as a witness that was not there when she was sexually harassed. It means there's a red flag.
Clear misandry she wanted to spark a gender war unnecessarily by using a why? Because of two politicians fighting. Polonio made his submission. He didn't even throw women under the bus. He was just saying, I know this man. And we can approach and interrogate, even if we must inject our bias. We should not speak as if we don't have men at home. If you don't have a man as a husband, you have as a son, you have as a brother or uncle. Natasha does not harassment of a teen. If you think it's about the sexual harassment of a teen, then you are very naive. So we should be careful the way cases of false sexual harassment are naive if you think what he's doing is altruistic. To defend, oh, maybe number is cloned. Maybe it is AI. Please, I want Natasha to also bring something forward so that we can also say something is cloned or something is AI. The problem is that she has not brought anything forward. And they are saying she's hiding her evidence. Maybe she will present it later when it is necessary. Okay, where it is necessary that she will present it in the court of law, she has not taken that matter to the court of law or the police. The Senate empaneled a committee because of that. They went there, they scattered the proceedings. Are we not all aware of all this information? So on what basis do you want to say Akpabio is wrong and Natasha is right? I think the basis is only because Natasha is a woman, Akpabio is a man, and because men have done it before, we must believe Natasha hook, line, and sinker. No, we are not all gullible. Some of us say no. We do not deprive you of your own right to swallow it like that. But you cannot deprive me of my right to say, I want to examine this thing further. And thank God you're a doctor. What you do is evidence-based. Where is the evidence? The evidence that has been brought forward, they are saying, okay, the person that is bringing the evidence forward has a questionable character. Oh yeah, remove that person. Let us look at the evidence. Let us isolate the evidence and look at it dispassionately. There is nothing on the part of Natasha that we can even examine beyond that allegation. And that is dangerous, especially for a man. Especially for the fact that we have seen this happen to men. That does not mean men do not also sexually harass. And on the part of women that might also come tomorrow, so that people will not just come and cancel you based on the antecedents of a Natasha that could go to CNN, that could go to UN, that should go to BBC, but could not go to the nearest police station or could not go to the nearest court to present her evidence. Please, let us be measured and have tact. I was alarmed when I heard that don't men sleep with their daughter. The time that you come and be saying Nigeria is not working. Okay, Nigeria is not working, we are leave us with our Nigeria. We'll keep praying and try working and try demanding for evidences where required, sitting on the police neck and sitting on the neck of the court for them to do their job. While you keep enjoying where you are that is working. At least you have left us where Nigeria is not working. So that is just what I wanted to say. Thank you very much.
The three examples he gave is the places where he thinks that is working. And those people were jailed, innocent people were jailed because of male allegation. But Nigeria system is not working. Nigeria is
Abio.
Nigeria system. He gave that example and started saying that Nigeria is not working. And I love the question Doug asked him anyways. To be honest, I love that question. Right? Where you gave the example, it's where the system is working. But they are getting innocent people jailed for male allegation. Right? No, wahala. No, let's have changed man. Then we'll have Doggy. Change man, please go ahead.
Okay, Mazi, I would like to say something, but just find slot and put me. Thank you.
Yeah. After Doggy, Dr. Oya has the right to rebut her. I think she has been waiting. Yeah. So go ahead, change man. Then.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother Mazi. Good afternoon. I like the way you just placed me after Mr. Daniel and placed Dr. Roya after me. Because from the question I asked her initially, I'm only waiting for my turn to make submission so that I can say more. Not maybe after one person may have mentioned her name, she will try to counter it. That means a lot of people will not talk. So good morning, Mr. Yusuf AB. Good afternoon. Mr. Daniel, good afternoon. Doggy, Professor Incredible. Yes, everybody in the space, good afternoon. Well, I would like to start this way, that I'm happy that a dissenting voice in this issue came up. But I won't say that I am completely happy, because there's something that happened in this country some time ago. And I was very, very happy that the person decided to challenge the case. And at the end of everything, the case was not taken to logical conclusion. They went and settled out of court. And that made me now to become more disappointed, even in my happiness then. What I've said before, what I've written before, is not you said it. But you feel so free to go and delete it, and we'll just sweep it to the carpet, under the carpet. Then now, this second issue, she was able to bring in a lot of people into this discussion. She brought in Arise Television. She brought in Almighty Obi Ezekwesili. And she didn't stop like that. She went on to give maybe some evidences. I think they will do us good. Instead of allowing them to discuss that thing that she committed, she does not want it. And she kept on doing. Don't want to use the brain to even think even small, so that they will dwell in it and look at the kind of thing that she has labeled most of us now. Almost. My gullibility is not expensive. 10 million. 10 million can just change it. So I am still gullible, and what? That in this particular case now, that's your aspect that you were trained. when Natasha sued her. And what I am seeing from this a family discussion that Natasha had with to release what she's supposed to even keep a secret. After all, Natasha wanted to use, presented herself to be used as a scapegoat. Some people have an agenda. But Natasha feels that she's the one that can carry it for them. It is good. And she has gotten her match, just like Ogadare said. For me, everything that happens on earth happens in two ways, either positive or negative. Either they buy you or they cannot buy you. These are the two things. If somebody is pushing an agenda, either they buy the person or they no go buy them. Or when you try to buy the person, you no go feel buy them. So whoever that is saying or thinking that that woman is not working for somebody, you there on your own. Oh. But the problem is say she is so intelligent. She is not like Natasha. Whatever you do with her, she try to keep the record, knowing fully well that say he get some people we go come out come talk say this thing no go this way. They go begin she go begin throw some of those things where she don't save. So please, I'll end by saying this. Obviously, question we sue this woman if they think that what she said is lie, because at the end of everything, sorry, doggy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Mr. Daniel, misandry or gender-based argument. I think you're wrong. It's just politically motivated defense. 100%. There's nothing you have to tell me. There's nothing you will tell me here. Nothing. It's just political defense where she has word against my word. I said because you want to make a point. I think that says a lot about you. But because other people have been doing it. But if I accuse you now, you will take me to court. You may tell me it happened, but because other people have been doing it, preconceived bias. But when police arrest somebody with dread, we say, "Oh, why profiling? Why are you profiling the youth? Why profiling? Our government is bad." I'm not a lawyer. In law, they say that it is better to free 99 whatever I've had it many times. That it's better to free 99 criminals than to jail one innocent person. But here, some of us want 99 innocent people to be jailed for the sake of possible one guilty person. Whether she's saying the truth or not is inconsequential. Whether maybe I have done it before, but whether he has this particular, whether he did it or not, send him to jail. I don't understand it. I don't understand where you guys are coming out from. From the very day one, and Natasha came out of this. Man that could be destroyed because of biases that we have. I can beat my chest to say if this person is in PDP today, if that is maybe she is in PDP, came out, and I will translate it to English. When you are peeping, when you dey peep, you don't want corner they peep. Don't forget say your head come out. The moment you are peeping to see someone, your head come out. Coincidentally, Incredible ask the question, what if it happens to your own family? It must not even be your own family. It may be that politician you like. It may be that music star you like. It may be that footballer you like. It may be that somebody you like. Maybe that close your friend. That your close friend. Maybe your husband. Maybe your son. It may be anybody. How then do we stand to defend the person? We can also go into, your own way. Man, I've been doing it. Let him go to jail. And possibly he's innocent. The other day, nobody there for yesterday here. I mean, last week, somebody wrote, meaning about 200 women agreed with her. One person even quoted it and said that she did it and she's not even sorry. And they have sent they beat the boy to uh, um, experience about it. It was even her own junior brother that was accused by another person, and later they found out it wasn't true. They themselves went and beat the mother that forced the girl to accuse their brother wrongly. After that, the brother died. They lost their own brother because of wrong false rape accusation. And somebody will come out here and tell me that she has the right to do it. Pharmacy, I pray it never happens to you. I pray it never happens to you. I am not saying that for Mbeke is 100 is correct, is right, because I mean, when this kind of thing happens, I take my time to analyze the issue. I wait for more evidence, I wait for more proof and everything. But saying that she is wrong, some people are saying she's chasing clouds, she has been paid. You know, only una know who did they pay. What do I expect? When your own candidate have come out to say that people who are speaking against him are being paid. I don't know who they pay now. If Professor Morgan was paid, you that is speaking for Natasha, who paid you? It means you're automatically paid. It means that anybody that's speaking for anybody is paid. Many people have been speaking for Natasha, they were not paid. But this one now, and she's even bringing evidences. She's bringing evidence. All you have to do is to analyze that evidence and say it is true or not. But everybody is paid by you. Not only una they know they pay. But when breeze blow, we go see una nyash. Now they collect money. Now they contribute money. Now they steal money. You see, sorry. You always contribute. They follow another one. Now, in a camp, where they see people, where they pay. The Abia State was even Imo, deputy candidate of the governor. He came out to say it, that they were charging him to host places. Now, know the people where they pay. Everybody that's not speaking for you is being paid. Everybody that's not speaking for you is being paid. Somebody cannot have his head they show. It could be you tomorrow. Idi Muzo say, if you your cough, Muzo where I'm born and brought up. They say that what you are looking for is what you will see. So it's not actually about the evidence. It's about what you yourself want. You want Takpabio to be wrong at all costs so that you will say, oh, APC, look at APC, look at APC. You are not looking in conclusion. Lastly, tomorrow when this kind of thing is being said about somebody you like, we will remind you. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you. Thank you.
Meaning now is that Natasha Akpoti has finally admitted that the number posted by Professor Mbeke, Sandra Duru, aka Professor Mbeke, is our phone number. Now,
No. I have said it here on this space now.
Yes. Now, the reason. No,
I have
yes.
said it. I have said it here.
Spoke to her. So,
Every information she posted on her timeline has been forensic analyzed by security agents before she posted it.
So many voices on one side, just a few voices on another side, and it's okay. I can never be afraid of being a lone voice, so it's fine. And of course, I'm the only female folk here, and it's very fine. I can cope very well. Doggy, interestingly, data Mazi, it's not in your place to decide whether the forensic
What I said the lady said that the information has been analyzed. That is what I said.
And my point is that if
Not
it's
me, not
analyzed
me.
to
I
say
said the lady said that every information she posted on timeline has been analyzed by security agency.
and
That's
not
what
a
said it.
problem now. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying that she's not in a place to decide whether the analysis is correct or not. 100% valid. It's the agencies who analyze it that will tell us. We're not interested in giving us information that we analyze. I'm not interested in that information. The information I'm interested in is Doggy tried to clear it. No, it's not misandry, but they also made it worse by saying it's political. Now it's neither misandry, neither is it political. I'm just saying on a social basis, the reality on ground. And I totally agree with everybody that said that. But she still says, and still said on different fora, that evidence will be brought out at the right time and in the right place, not just thrown in the air because she doesn't want it. Our fundamental human right to decide when she will bring out her what they call it evidence or not. If Akpabio is not okay with it, who's been accused, you should drag her to the court as quickly as possible, but she can bring it out. I don't know why wasting time. If Akpabio is not happy that she's wasting his time, smearing his name all over the world without bringing out the evidence, you drag her to the court quickly. Let's get this over and done with. What are we all waiting for? And me, I'm wondering. You know what, bring down the public, that is her business. Let her decide when she want to bring it. That's her own choice. Another thing I want to say is that now somebody was saying that she brought up the evidence in 2023 and she traveled in 2024. I gave an example of myself. When I had lecturers disturbing me when I was in medical school, right? For those who are asking, I'm an academic doctor, whatever doctor. I'm a consultant. I'm a medical doctor of over 20 years practice. So that you will know. No wahala. For those who are asking, okay, so why did she travel with him? I give an example. Men who come to harass, who come to disturb, who come to do all kinds of things, men that have used play to dodge this matter. Because if you use fights and quarrel, you may be victimized. You're a student. So several times I've said, yeah, my father now, you're like my dad, I beg, go. And I run and play. And tomorrow I will laugh with the man. I will stand with him. I will gist with him. But I know what he did before. The reason why I'm doing that is because you're going to remain in the same space with that person. You can't start fighting. If I student and I tell my lecturer, I'm taking it to court, they were expelling me from the school. I'm embarrassing the whole school. But the reason why Natasha went all the way was because she had taken enough. At that point in time, she felt she had taken enough. That's what she felt. That's why she came out. So we don't say she traveled with him in 2024. So what? I told you I'm with my lecturers, I laugh with them. I just when you know that this man is harassing me, will I go and kill him? Will I fight him? But I keep my distance so that I do not succeed whatever he's doing. So that matter of traveling with him does not count in any way. Because what you're doing was official duty. So I want to say, and who was saying that the pharmacist said, well, I don't know, I don't think he said it's because the other men are accused. That's why she must accuse this one. What I know I heard, I don't know, I'm not standing brief for him, but what I know I heard is these things happen. So if they happen, since they happen normally, somebody accusing somebody and saying it's not a strange thing for it to happen, for you to accuse somebody because it happens. Does it happen? It's like telling somebody that somebody took pluck off somebody's eye. That is a very strange thing. You don't hear it. When someone accuses you, wondering what is the meaning of this. But not something like somebody stole money from bank or stole money from your account. It's an everyday thing. You can accuse somebody. It's a normal everyday thing. So it doesn't say because she said they happens every day. Is that why she should accuse him? I don't know what kind of dumb is very valid in making a diagnosis. So you that say that, let it analyze it, your science is one thing. Man, I am very analytical. I do research. I'm even going, I'm in the PhD program, going to be a professor very shortly. I'm not going to pull my weight around. I'm just saying the truth. You know, like I can be vexed, no problem. I'm not pulling my weight. I'm not saying the truth of life, of my life. Fine. So I'm telling you that you can actually get a lot of diagnoses from just history taking. So hearing the person speak, you can learn a lot from just doing that. Of course, you need to go on and do tests, investigations, like we're doing now. When the evidence comes, we'll analyze it to make a diagnosis. So I'm going to just stop here. All of you, I want to roast me. Enjoy roasting. I don't mind being a woman among many men. I go see talk. Who know like I'm sorry. Mazi, I know I'm on your side this time around. Oh, John, thank you for allowing me to speak.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm going to say this. Professor Mbeke said that Natasha called her. She was explaining things to her. She was telling her how it's going. Because Professor Mbeke, you people do not know that Professor Mbeke was supporting Natasha. A very, very big fan of Natasha, supporting Natasha in this issue, right? Until that call was made to her. And she was asking her to maybe to represent her, how much is it good, according to Professor Mbeke and not me, according to what she said, right? So she was telling her, okay, if you want me to represent you in this case, can you tell me everything I need to know? Can you be honest and tell me everything I need to know? And Natasha opened her mouth according to her and said, babe, there is nothing like sexual harassment. She said it. Professor Mbeke said it, not me. There is nothing like sexual harassment. There is no evidence. In fact, it doesn't exist. He just used that that word to manipulate Nigerians because they are hungry and what's that word used again? You people know.
Gullible.
Gullible. He started saying, okay, no problem. Go on. And she continued that the only evidence she has is what happened in 2021 in Akwa Ibom, a certain lady that was killed. I want Doggy to play that video for me, that clip for me, so that you will hear, maybe in AI, everybody will hear, maybe in AI or what. Not me that is saying it. It is a video recorded, call recorded by Professor Mbeke, a discussion between her and Natasha. So, if had it been, I'm just trying to assume, had it been that this thing is true, and you are still hanging on that, and Natasha have admitted in her own way that there is, in fact, the number that called Natasha was her number. She has admitted on that.
Number that called Mbeke, not Natasha.
The number that called Mbeke is from her. Is her number. That one is gone. We are not arguing whether Natasha number or not. What we are arguing now is who made the call. Is it Natasha or my father? So I want you to play that clip for me so that we'll hear the voice to know whether Natasha I've been my grandmom in the village. Please, dog, are you ready to play it?
Yeah.
There was this girl that was killed. What's her name? Imoren, Inubong. That girl that was. We know they killed the girl, and her organs were used for the wife. You know, so if wife also tried to do a job for Barbie, but he didn't pay her because he wanted to sleep with her.
I think it's done, doggy. Yeah, doggy, I think it's done. Thank you, doggy. So I didn't know every one of us.
Like, sincerely, in the midst of all this opposition, she has held her ground. I love that about her. But you see, she has also done something perfect. The video by the prof, either okay, you know, she will just countenance that, no, I don't use AI, I don't trust her. I don't have the ever to see if it is fake or real. But their power is to analyze what is before them. We might not be able to do forensics analysis, but what we are seeing, we are analyzing. You are closing your eyes to some parts when it doesn't favor you, and you are opening your eyes to the parts that favor you. You have done that perfectly well here. It's Natasha, as she stands, she has no case. But please, men and women, stop making a sin.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you, the people on the speaker session and the listener. I will be very brief. It's very straightforward. Somebody came up with evidence. Somebody is talking without evidence. So, from the layman judgment, the person that bring evidence forward is the one we are going to believe for now. When the other person bring his own evidence, then we can evaluate it and see who is telling the truth. But going back to the beginning of the case, how this case emerged, this issue of sexual harassment was not the first thing that Natasha has done. It started with the sitting arrangement in the house, and the sexual harassment came up as an afterthought. How can I bring this man down? And that is what brought sexual harassment. If Natasha has not been removed from the committee that she saw as a juicy committee, or her seat has not been changed, we won't hear of anything sexual harassment today. So, based on that, for me, if Natasha did not bring any evidence and Professor Ugbeke is able to prove to us that Natasha hired Obi Okwesili, and we saw the role she played, that they actually came to that panel to make sure that that panel did not hear the evidence that the man want to give, the senator that is supporting Akpabio, and they succeeded. And with that show that what the professor was saying is correct, because that is exactly what Obi did in that panel. And then going forward, for Natasha to deny that she knows that woman, and the professor was able to prove that they have been communicating, that also nullify the Natasha claim. Then looking at the Natasha antecedent with Reno Mockery, that means she's a serial blackmailer. Based on that, unless if she has another strong evidence to prove her case, she's somebody that's supposed not to even consider to listen to. That is the way I see it. Natasha, she's lying. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's have Mo. Mo, please go ahead.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, I think I just had a quick question, and I'll probably just make like a quick submission too. And I think this was more or less for Dr. Royal. So the way that I look at it, right? One of the best ways to avoid, very strong bias when making public analysis on certain issues, right? In most cases, is to wear the shoes, right? So I'll just create a scenario and you just help me analyze it, right? So somewhere along your submission, I think you mentioned that you had been married for 20 years to has been accused of sexual harassment without evidence. Now, to avoid that bias, how would you react if it was your husband of 20 years that was accused of sexual harassment without any viable evidence?
Okay, so can I? So let me just answer quickly. Maz is not answering. Can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, fine. So it's quite personal, but but it's fine. It's okay. I would answer.
And
Okay.
I believe that's why I actually apologize in
The
advance,
apology. No, no, it's
because
okay. It's
I
okay.
don't
It's
like
fine.
to
It's
put
fine.
personal situations. Yeah.
No,
So
no wahala. No wahala.
yeah.
I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. So I would just answer it this way, right? For me personally, how a woman will respond when her husband is being accused depends on how the man has been. Okay, so the man has been a loose person who she's probably been battling with his promiscuity and all that. At that point, they tend to throw him under the bus because that's the height of disgrace. But for in this situation where I know that is a man who I know is just, who I know is not giving me any evidence, any reason to really doubt his fidelity and stuff, right? I would ask for evidence. You're very correct. And that's why I made a very serious, a very strong statement. What are we all waiting for? The best place to force Natasha to bring out her evidence is to expedite the court process, get into the court quickly, get this case going on, and let the evidence be brought out. But what do we hear instead? We're hearing out of court settlement. What is all that? So as the woman, yes, and I like another I like what the woman did. She took it to court, but of course she didn't take it seriously because she had by now we're having a court case. So if as a woman I would want the evidences so that I can even have closure on the matter, so that I can know whether this man I'm with is crazy or is real. So why are we or what are we waiting for? The, we also are eager to see the evidence. What we, I mean, like I told
Why?
Polonium,
Why?
he's not
Why?
on
It's not
both
like
Let,
sides.
even
let,
a
let,
It's
let,
sexual
on
let me
both
harassment.
like
sides.
just follow up my okay, or let me just follow up with it, right? Okay,
It's
so
on both
Dr. Roy,
sides. It's on both sides.
yeah, so we kind of know how Nigeria works, right? And we know how narratives are
Mhm.
usually all likelihood that the narrative will be like, oh, he has bribed the judiciary, he's rushing to court so that he can silence her and everything like that, right? And also, right, with the recent revelations of the Prof Mbeke or something like that, right? We're hearing narratives of like, oh, it's AI, it's fake, it's this, it's that, right? What are the chances that if Natasha has any evidence and she also brings it up, that there won't be another camp?
I'm telling you to please expedite the process. Those who are BTS fans, telling I'll find a way to go and talk to Natasha people. Oh yeah, let us go to the court. Let us resolve the matter. Because at the end of the day, we need evidence without how do they say it in court? You know, evidence. How do they say that thing? Said, how much you help
You
me? That the
you don't
evidence
want
that
to have you don't want to have the burden of proof.
incompatible.
You don't want to
Sorry,
have the burden of proof. You want the man to have the burden of proof. You should.
see, eh? Hey, we are no we're discussing now. This discussion. I'm telling you, I'm here on the side. You are on the side, I'm on the side, all right? But last, they should bring all the evidences on all the sides and analyze it. And the one I want to know, I mean, like somebody said, this draw to me matter pain me too. Because I wanted to see that Babalola go to jail for bad behavior or draw to me. I don't know what they call him. Yeah. Or but of course it didn't end. And that's why this one wants to end too. Out of court. No out of court settlement is destroying Nigeria. Let them go to courts. Let the matter end. Let's see who's the culprit, who's the liar. If it's Natasha, I will come back and apologize to you guys. Trust me. I'll say, oh guys, no vex
Okay,
Mazdi.
But
okay,
Both
doctor,
thanks a lot
place.
for
doctor,
that. But
No
doctor,
vex. So I mean
doctor.
make mistake.
there's a high
Mhm.
likelihood that that this wouldn't end how anyone is hoping it will end in terms of like
And that's very
legal.
sad, isn't it? That's
No,
very sad.
no, but you know waiting.
We
You know what?
we can put blames on the fact that it never really started off as someone wanting legal justice, right? It seemed more like someone wanted a media trial whereby
all is fair in war, don't you know? All is fair in love and war. You know that.
exactly.
All is
So
fair.
Mao,
I
if
agree with you on
Akpabio
that.
goes to
So
court,
you
if
got to get
Akpabio goes to
pushbacks on all
court,
sides. So thanks.
it will be defamation, right? If Akpabio goes to court, it will be defamation, right?
Whatever.
No, I'm just
However
asking
it
because
is.
defamation is actually not. I mean, in this case, it might not be a criminal defamation. It might just be a civil defamation, and it might
Even
end
sexual
up.
harassment,
No, it might end up.
except it's rape, it's still civil now. If it's
Okay,
not
it's
rape,
still
it's still
civil.
civil. It's
I
still
thought it was
civil.
criminal.
Except it's rape. If it's rape, it's criminal.
I
But say
thought it.
I ask you, hey, come and sleep with me. That is
I want somebody to
criminal.
go to jail. Is why I'm saying this. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Mo is Mao is done, right? Okay. I didn't know
Hello,
why you are
can
demanding.
anybody hear me?
Anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Prof. Can you hear me? Prof, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
No, Mazi, we can't hear you.
They can't hear
I
me.
can hear Matthew. I can hear Matthew.
Polonium, you can't hear me, Polonium. To court for recollection process that has been going on, right? She took them to court. All the case surrounding the issue, she took them to court.
You are aware of that.
Dr. Rea,
That is
Dr.
your
Rea,
seat. So she
Dr.
didn't.
Rea, even if the Senate sat and gave their verdict, you will still say that a verdict. The Senate in her promoting, yes,
Yes.
about
They
this.
said,
Please, I will urge you, my sister, to dive deep into.
see, let me tell you, I'm
If
following
you
it.
don't
See,
follow the case, you
Let
are
me
not following
clarify
the
again.
case. Yes.
Wait. Let me clarify again. The first one is they said issue is still
No,
clear on my mind.
no,
Hold on.
You did not follow the case.
Wait now,
You did not
wait.
follow the
Let
case.
me land
You
now.
did not follow the case.
Let me land. That petition was after her arrival interview, I agree. But she brought a petition against her for the bad behavior. She didn't show up, I agree. Because of the court, whatever, and she never really showed up there. And she brought petition against Akpabio on the panel. So they now said, no, that's not the issue. The issue is your bad behavior. So you are suspended. This is that's what happened. I had serious clarity on the matter. I'm following from the beginning. So they never give her opportunity to speak on this matter. That's why it has dragged for this long. They give opportunity. Evidence will be brought out. May they do, she bring evidence. Mazi, that's what I want.
I think like what Polonium have had. Hold on, let me land.
Anybody can debunk what I said.
Royal, let me land a little bit. Right? I think it's going to do us a little more good when next time we are going to have this discussion, right? That rules. Number one, before a senator seat will be relocated, all of them, remember, Natasha was not only person, their seat was changed. Natasha was not the only person. There is an information that day that seat has been changed. Natasha came early before the preliminary and start on that seat. Remove the
second one was when the second sitting that Obie Kwizele and co went to was for sexual harassment, and she refused to appear. They were asking them for evidence in that sitting, and they said they are not ready. They have their evidence, but they are not going to tender because that committee is biased. That is exactly what happened. They actually called her to bring her evidence to prove her this thing, petition, but she refused to tender anything through Ekwesele and Dr. Abiola or Lawyer Abiola. That was exactly what happened. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Even they refused to adopt their case at that panel
My
of
point
the.
is that even
They
when we
refused
had
to
that
adopt their
second
case.
one, where's the
This thing I'm going to say is the truth, and you refuse. It means you know the game you are coming to play because you are not ready to because you don't want to go to jail. You know you are lying. As evidence against Akpabio, those people could have tendered those evidence there and take oath. That's why I said from my first submission, I said let us use common sense. Yes. And you are not saying that the Senate should force her, the Senate should force her to bring evidence. How would they force her? They can't go to her bedroom.
Is that not what I said here? Did I not just say that if whatever is going to come out from the Senate, these same people, Dr. Royal will still say that the Senate president has influenced it. That is why I've been saying, bring the evidence. The Senate president's lawyers have written to her lawyers. Bring the evidence that you have against this man.
This is not 2005.
And, so
this is 2025.
Let the case go to court.
This is 2025.
Let her go to court. Let everybody go to court. There's no AI in the court. There is no Senate president.
Sexually harassed, and because of the limited technology at that point in time, is not is almost impossible to prove it with evidence. But this is 2025. Come on, somebody is harassing sexually. I'm sure there are some events must have led to that, and if you claim or voice calls or communication chats that shows that the person is trying to lure you into his bed. And in fact, if Natasha has already just provided just a simple WhatsApp message of Senator Godswill Akpabio trying to, get into her pants or saying that she goes somewhere or something, that should have sufficed. But we've not seen any of that. We've not seen this is 2025. This is not 2005. This is not 2005. So we need to look at these things objectively. Will actually be exposed in the open as it should be.
Okay. Let's have.
Mazi. Sorry, 1 second, right? And the way this issue is, right? That's the issue. He is playing his politics, right? That's his politics. I cannot hold him against his politics, but he's more than a political leader. For those in APC, he's their political leader in APC, but he's the senator, my senator. So he's still delivering his constituency this thing for us. And every one of us, see, the point, a lot of people don't know Akpabio. When Akpabio comes home, he does not do APC here, listen. He sees everybody as one. When he wants to play the national politics, he plays his politics. But locally, every one of us, we go to his house, we sit down with him, we engage him, and he's welcoming. Like I said, if you see, and so Dr. Ria said he's my friend. No, he's not my friend. He's the senator representing my constituency. And we hold him accountable for the things that he delivers to his people. That's how we hold him accountable for. He's open to the youth. You go there, you sit down, he will engage you, he will interact, he will ask questions, he will laugh. He's a human being. And above all, he's a father. Accuse him of corruption, you will not hear me come and defend him. Accuse him of whatever he wants, his politics, I will not defend him. I will drag him for his policies in the Senate. I will drag him nationally. But behind the Senate president that you are seeing, there's a man called Godswill Akpabio, who does not play politics with how he delivers to his people. And I don't see anything wrong in speaking up for this man regarding this particular case of sexual harassment until when the case goes to court and he's found guilty. Me, I will come out and drag him publicly. Okay, you don't fall our hand. This is not who you are. This is not what you tell us that who you are. This is not the picture you paint to us, young people following you, supporting your politics as far back as when you were commissioner for local government. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Polonium. Let's have Yusuf. Yusuf, please go ahead.
Mazi, I didn't market you, but make I just say this. Mazi, this whole idea of this whole case, from the first day when you own space, I said they should investigate the matter. Akpabio is a lawyer. Natasha is a lawyer. They can't do evidence. They show us evidence for
the committee, like the court of the Senate as an institution. When there are issues, they are referred to the court. And the court in this case is Ethics and Privileges Committee. She was referred there. I think there is a video where someone said she should be suspended. It's expected because that's the only whip the court can wield on an erring member. So she was referred to the Ethics and Privileges Committee to be tried for her misbehavior. The next time she came to the Senate, before she came back to the Senate, after her misbehavior when she was sent out, she has gone to Brekete and Arise TV with allegations of sexual harassment that were not in the picture until Brekete and Arise. So when she came to Senate the next sitting, she came with a petition of sexual harassment. Just for the records, that petition, the day she put pen to paper, she knew the petition would go to the Senate. If the Senate said it will go to the court of the Senate, which is the Ethics and Privileges Committee, not any other set of persons. Standing committee members, meaning they are not going to be constituted today by Akpabio for the purpose
sexual allegation 100% the same. You can't make it. Just pray. Nobody throw one at your face. Even get all your evidence. Nobody will hear you again. For the first 1 week, 2 weeks, your name is gone. Most ladies know that. And they have used it well. They just check the SMS exchange, WhatsApp message of those ladies. that accused him of rape. And it was the debunk knows that very well. So all this one of Professor Nnaemeka, I don't need to hear Nnaemeka to know Natasha had nothing to show to anybody. Say this is a gifted manipulator who knows that an average Nigerian is gullible. Nigerian that put almost nearly $1 billion for CBS, that did MMM, we are gullible. She knows how to change attention. She has diverted attention 100% excellently from a bad behavior. Now we are chasing what does not exist. She has taken useful idiots to where they don't know. They are asking Akpabio to go to court, to go and give evidence. So Akpabio has the burden of proof now. Seriously, are we okay in this country? So Akpabio is the one that have the burden of proof now. I thought victims of sexual assault that I have seen, the one I've handled, they are always eager for justice. They want to go to police. They want to go to court. They want to take sample. If you have, I have this WHO rape kit. That if you see the evidence, it's about like 13 or 15 that we take. I thought a sexual assault victim would be eager to rush to police. What is a Senate Ethics Committee? Senate Committee is not designed, it's not a legal, it's not recognized by the law. It can't pass any judgment on anybody. More than suspension. Don't come here, that's all. And even a court can overturn that. So if a serious, let's even assume Natasha is not a lawyer or a lawyer, I don't even know. I don't want to know. Why will a sexual assault victim have not gone to court, has not gone to police, but has gone to BBC, BOA, ARIS TV, the customer, everywhere, crying, because she knows that is the only evidence. The only evidence he wants is those tantrum. There is no evidence anywhere. There's no evidence anywhere. Anybody that has evidence, they are always eager to go to court. When you see somebody who is not eager to go to court, go to police, there is no evidence. That's why I look at those women that turn into gender war. I just laugh. I laugh because in this part of the world, that is why our countries like this, we are too gullible. Any public discussion in Nigeria, I can define it based on this tripod: ignorance, hatred, and mischievousness. That look, let's assume that Nnaemeka is devil's work. Let's assume those other ones are here. This is just stupid drama, and it's unfortunately she has a lot of people supporting her. Fighting. I look at the drama of Obiezikusi in the Senate committee. I said, these people, did they come here to fight or they came here to present evidence? From the first minute, you knew that these people didn't come to present any evidence. In fact, there's nothing they want to present. They didn't even present the petition. They didn't even take any oath. How can you be? How can you? And you think somebody like us should take you serious? You can only entertain your colleagues, not people like us. Because the reason why I took my time to go and watch that Senate sitting, I thought, okay, today, yes, I'm going to hear what happened. Only that I just found out Natasha and her colleague, I just came to do another drama that day. We're a country of smart people. In fact, some women let me down. My respect for women drops a lot in this case. I say, come on. Everything does not have to be a gender war. You should not give every woman a pass because they're a woman. No, you should look at their evidence. You should look at what they have done. It's just similar thing. Say because somebody is a black man, that means you give him a pass. No, Martin Luther said we should look at the people's content character and not their color and not their gender. But everything must be gender war. Everything must be you, we and them. And want to build a country like this? I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Mazi, please, this man I just spoke, at some point I thought it was Achojo that was talking when he was doing that.
Sorry. Hello. I didn't get it. What did you say?
I said at some point when you were talking, you know, sometimes you
Okay,
get
sir.
so emotional with your conversation and you just go, That was what the president sounded like when he was talking about the subsidy removal. It was like, how can I pay subsidy for Cameroon? Oh, my brother, thank you very much. See,
The
this
whole thing is
drama.
sounding stupid. Believe me.
Yeah,
The
I know.
drama is sounding stupid. It's
I can
stupid.
understand. I
Okay,
can understand.
I would like to say something. Let me say something. I would like to say something to everybody here. I know that the last speaker has gone very, very, extensively to explain all the things he has said because based on what he does, and it's fine.